Oh, what's up, everybody? Good to see you on this Friday night. We kind of moved this. Didn't move the studio, but I moved up a little bit. Kind of changed things up because we will be competing tonight. We have a very special guest that's lurking in the background, trembling in their boots, because we're going to be doing a I don't know, like. I wouldn't call it a Madness-esque flight, but it is a blind flight, and there are points, so there will be a winner, and there will be a freaking loser. It won't be me. Absolutely will not be me. I'm absolutely preparing for my competition for Matt Madness, which is next week. Can you believe that? I don't know. I'm not ready. This isn't, at this point in time, there's no getting ready. It's just, I got to go ahead and show the world how ready or not ready I am going into this. So that's what tonight is. Let's welcome the people in here, everyone. The Matt Madness pregame show. Shoot, there's been people drinking for the past 2 hours. Just Friday is a party. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Janelle, terrible week. And Noah, also, everyone having a terrible week. It's been a week. And that's why it's good that we have 6 hours of bourbon drinking. Young Bai Chang, who shall remove the crown from Trev's head? I don't know. For one, there is no one tonight who would remove any crown from my head. Definitely not the person I'm competing against. 2, I don't think I even have a crown on my head. Like the crown of the biggest loser. That's my crown. I've lost more than any person has. What's up, James B? A Rain A rematch. I don't know. James B's totally ready for this blind flight. I'm getting ready. I'm warming up. Competitor, you warming up? Oh, no. Terrified. Absolutely terrified. Warm-up pour tonight for me is an Old Forester 100 proof. I was drinking along at the Matt Madness with some Old Forester 86 proof. Now my palate is just so dialed in that I don't think I will miss a single point. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, we got a new subscriber already. Terry Geist. What's up, Terry? Hope you've been drinking for the past 2 hours like I have. Good to see you. Let me scroll down so we can go ahead and bring on the competitor because, again, we will be competing. Tonight is a blind flight. What the heck is this? Oh, it's Dave. Cheers. Good to see you, man. Donnie, good to see you. Mike Franklin, the legend. Peter White, good to see you. Toshi. What's up, Toshi? Zach J. Hey, Zach. Shoot, we need to talk about the that link. You reminded me. What's up, Bourbon of the Week? Hey, no. Don't go too hard for your contest, but you need to be warmed up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mark, Old Man Joe, Richard, Roy, doing cocktails? What's up, Roscoe? Andrew, welcome aboard. All the fools coming in from the Matt Madness. Come on, go get you a glass. Fill it up. What's up, Gary, Tim, Brian? Trying to catch you guys all as you come in here. There's a lot of you showed up, which is good. You can see me lose. So I guess, come on. Some of you guys are just here for the intermission. So we need to get this contest on the road. What's up, Steele? What's up, James? Hazmat, Booze, wow, shoot. All right. I know some of you are new. I know some of you are old. And not just old, like old, but you've been here for a while. And there was once a contest between me and another. The crowd loved it, and the crowd demanded a round two. This was many, many months ago. This is months in the work, I would say in the making, except for we've had the samples for I don't know how long it's been. But tonight is round two. It's like, I don't even remember who won or who lost last time, but this is winner takes all now. It doesn't even matter who won. You ready? We're bringing on my guest. My guest is one of you. There is no channel. This is just someone with pure dedication to destroy me. And that will be a futile attempt. Rain! Hey, everyone, welcome back to the stage.
You ready to lose?
I mean, no, I'm not going to lose. What are you talking about? I'm not going to lose at all.
I think you're going to lose. You lost last time.
Did I really?
Supposedly you won, but then, I don't know. I think I won.
I think there might have been some, I don't know, I wouldn't say cheating, but maybe some rule. I don't know. I'll give it to you.
Some rule breaking. Yes, there was on your part.
Yeah, look, there we go. Rain A. Welcome back. Oh, yeah, everyone's going to be going for Rain A, okay? What's up, Michael Brandon, new subscriber? You know, Rain, this has been like, I've had these samples waiting for this. I don't even remember that.
I think for a year.
It's been a year?
I think so. We were supposed to do this. I thought it was last year in like April or something.
You know what? I'm just, the thing is I've been so scared that, you know, and then now it's like I'm competing. I got to face my fears.
Yes.
And that's where we're at now.
I mean, if I were you, I would be terrified. I mean, to be embarrassed once, then wait a year just to be embarrassed again. That's rough.
I will say this, though, maybe to my advantage and maybe to your total advantage. I don't know. You said, what did you say to me? That you haven't been drinking whiskey?
I haven't. So I'm going in with a very clear palate. So I don't know how I'm going to do today, but I still think even with that, I'm going to beat you.
I honestly think, though, if you give your palate some time and then you go back into it, I don't know. I feel like you're going to be more receptive, or you might overcompensate. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. We'll see in about an hour.
You ready?
I'm ready.
First super chat of the night. Claudia guy. Cheers. Let's get this going. Well, let's freaking go. This is what we should. Do you want to just grab A?
Oh, so my little A that didn't survive moving.
But hey, you got some of it.
I got a little bit.
Here's the issue for you, and I guess the only way to make this semi-fair, because I'm no cheater. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna cheat.
I don't know. Lightning might strike you now. I don't know.
I think I will just pour a little bit. Now, the issue is there's like 5 answers that we have to give for each of these.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you have that little thing to know what answers you're going to get. So I poured my little pour, and I'm going to base all my answers off of that pour. Okay? Okay. Just to make it fair.
I had a question. Somebody had a great question in the chat. They said, since you said you were going to get everything right, all points, what happens when you don't?
I'll drink Malort. What's up, David Easterling? No, he lost, Rain. You're right.
The people who were there remember.
Christine says Rain is going to take you down. Gonna roll with Trev tonight. No rain tonight's forecast. Oh, baby.
Oh,
that's a good one. The under Trev dog. Ooh, Tim says rain favored by 1.5.
Yes.
So there was no let me run over the 5 things that we have to do. I don't know if there is a time limit. They didn't say time limit, but if you want to time it, we can totally do that. Not 30 seconds. There's too many questions to answer. But we have to guess the proof within plus or minus 5 proof points. They made it simple to where it doesn't matter if you get it. You don't get more points for guessing the exact proof. You just have to get within 5.
Okay.
And that gets you a point. The next thing is you have to guess if it's a bourbon rye American whiskey. You got to guess the type of whiskey. That gets you 2 points. The next one, you have to guess which distillery it comes from. That's 3 points. And then the fourth one is the hardest one, is just guess the entire bottle. So it gets progressively harder. And you have to do that for each one. So I think what we should do is just get A. And if you want to put a X minutes time limit, or if you just want to go through it and whenever we finish answering, donezo. We move to the next one.
It's up to you. I mean, it's whatever's going to be helpful for you when you do Matt Madness. Are you timed?
Yeah, well, the thing of Matt Madness, you get 30 seconds, but it's to answer one question.
Oh, okay. Right. That's, yeah.
So the fact of us having, 4 different things about each one, if Trev gets any points on sample E, I will be impressed. Trevor Kunkel has the list, so I think he's trying to just sabotage me is what he's trying to do.
Yes, sabotage. That's my favorite Trevor.
What do you guys think? Do you want to see a time? Like, do you want it like 2 minutes per pour? You can just start a 2-minute timer. Bam. SN Fishing says 1 minute 30. Ooh. Well, I guess because Matt Madness, you get 30 seconds. You get 4 questions for, it's a minute 30.
That's not math. That doesn't math.
30, 60. That's wrong. It's 2 minutes. We're doing
the math is not mathing. No, it's 2 minutes.
Good thing this is not mathematics. This is Matt Madness.
I mean, we could do 1 minute and 30 seconds. I think we'll just be kind of pushing it. It's up to you. I don't, I know there's another live, I think, right after this, right?
Hey, it don't matter. We're going to take our time, and when we end, we'll end. Everyone, come on. Everyone's just going to be drinking tonight. That's all they care about. I think let's do 2 minutes.
Okay.
And because that'll still push it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
This is also, I picked up people so they don't question. I started nosing this. People are going to be like, he's cheating. I did Kinsey glass as to the drinking glass. I can warm up,
I did the same thing with my McKenna.
Did we just become best friends?
Frenemies. We are best frenemies.
All right. Do you have glass A?
I do.
Frenemy. Here we go. 9 seconds. No, we're doing 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's 4 questions, 30 seconds per thing we have to answer. Do you remember them? Did you write them down, like what we have to guess?
I did.
This is going to be tough. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
I don't have any fancy music, so
Stop
everyone
stalling.
can just...
You are stalling.
Ready, set, go. I'm honestly nervous. I'm very nervous.
Why? We've done this before.
I know we have. I need to win. I think they teamed up to mess with us. I can't wait to talk about this later. Oh my God. There's a big issue.
With what?
I don't think I've ever tried this in my life. So how do I even guess the last two?
Yeah, I'm afraid to drink too much of it.
I mean, there's no going back. We have 50 seconds left, and I have two guesses. Distillery, what the heck? It might be a hint that that's from Stephen Holtzclaw.
Steve sent it. Mm.
Yeah. I don't know why that would be a hint. Maybe Texas.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not giving you answers. That's not what I was thinking.
You're like messing me up because now I'm completely rethinking where I was going.
All right, we have 10 seconds, and then we have to stop smelling and tasting.
Okay.
That's it. I'm gonna have to guess distillery and bottle. I think. What's I don't even know what to guess. Do you know what to guess? Do you have your guesses?
I have my guesses, but then once you said Texas, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so wrong. It probably is from Texas." So I'll
no, it's probably not. I'm trying to think. There's a brand in Texas I want to guess. I can't even guess it, so I'm not even gonna ask for help. It's that blue. No, that can't be it. All right, I got it. All right, my guesses are in. That was. Is there a key somewhere we can see? The only key I know that exists is Trevor Kunkel has the key. That was tough because I don't know if I've tried that or if I have. I don't know.
I don't. It doesn't taste familiar to me, and I did not care for it.
It tasted weird, didn't it? I wouldn't say weird, but there was something like craft or Texas or there's something different about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not. Let's just go to the B and then we'll talk about exactly what we guessed it was and we'll talk more about it.
Okay.
But I just want to kind of get a feel for how each of us felt for each of them because that was tough. Trevor Kunkel's like, oh my God, this is so good. They have no idea.
Well, that's like, remember, I don't know if you remember this, but one of the pours that was in there was, oh my gosh, it's the weeded bourbon that you love. With the red top. My mind is going blank right now.
Maker's Mark?
Yeah, remember it was a Maker's Mark and neither one of us got it right.
Yeah. You think that could be a wheated, like a wheat whiskey?
I don't
There's
know.
something weird about that. Okay, I'm
not. It was, to me, it was floral and I don't know. It tastes like flowers, but
watch it be Four Roses. All right, let's go ahead. Let's pour the B, which is from Matt Janock. Matt Janock, honestly, he sent half of this flight and he can't even be here tonight. He was like,
oh, okay.
He was like, what the heck? He's at some thing that was going on tonight, and he's like, whatever, it gives me something to do in the morning. He's like, are you kidding me? You wait all of this time, and then the one night, and I go, hey, you told me to. He messaged us and was like, you ready?
Yeah.
He's not ready.
He's the one who didn't let us forget about it over the past year. That's kind of stinks.
Ooh, I didn't guess Balcones. I kind of wanted to guess Balcones.
That would have been a good guess.
But again, that was a total guess, but that's who I was thinking of. I was thinking of the baby corn. I don't think that's what it was, but that is, I was like, who makes that? That's who I'm trying to think of.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't
They
know.
have a rye. A Balcones rye. I don't know.
No, I don't know. We'll talk about it more later because we're going to go off on a tangent, especially once we find out.
I know. It's going to be something completely different.
All right, you ready?
Ready?
Trevor says, do you guys think your samples are the same?
No.
They might not have. They might not be. They might have. That could have been their plan.
The reason I don't think our samples are the same, and I just thought about it, was when you held up B, my B looks totally different than your B. My B came from Steven, from Holtzclaw, I think, and yours came from Trevor, right?
This is why Wrench Madness is madness.
Yes.
Grab your B. Grab your B.
Okay.
This is Wrench Madness, baby. This is totally, woo! This is good. This is going to be good.
So now we can't even talk to each other about it.
No, but that's weird, though, is that we both got weird things off of it.
Yeah.
We'll see what they are in the end, though. Maybe we were putting stuff in each other's head, and that's why this is madness.
Yep. Now I can't listen to you. All right.
Do you have B? Oh, got to get the timer. Let's go. Remember, everyone, we are doing proof within 5, the type of whiskey, which distillery it came from, and the bottle. If we can guess all of, just, you get points for whichever one of those you get. You know what I'm saying?
I know this.
I don't even know if you know, because it's could be totally different.
I promise you I know this. I just don't know.
I'm locked in now. Sneaky boy. Do you think drinking whiskey before work instead of after would make my days better? I mean, I won't tell you to try that, but Ooh, wait a minute. I don't know. Shoot. What's the time? What are we doing? 35 seconds. Oh, crap. Dang it. No, that can't be. No. My guesses are in. And time's up. You have to stop. You can write down your answer, but you can't drink anymore.
Okay.
I'm feeling like decent about guessing what type of whiskey it is and at least ballparking the proof. When it comes to the distillery and bottle, I am freaking clueless.
I'm guessing.
I'm thinking what bottle matches that proof in that type of whiskey range, and does that taste like that? Maybe.
Well, also for me, I'm like, the distillery, I might have maybe have an idea of the bottle, but I don't necessarily know where it comes from.
Yeah, that could, yep. My other issue is I'm thinking of the distillery, but then I'm like, That was my first guess, as maybe it comes from this distillery, but then I couldn't think of a single bottle in their line that would remind me of that. So then I was like, well, maybe it might not be that distillery. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just overthink everything. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you're more cool, calm, and collected. I overthink every one of these.
I'm just going with whatever answer pops into my head. I'm going to keep it that way.
Honestly, it's probably the best way. It's the best thing to do.
I feel very confident in beating you no matter what I put down.
You know, the problem is like you can literally talk yourself into the right answer every time. Or I would say right answer. You can talk yourself into anything you think. Well, is it this? And then you can just wander into, oh yeah, that is so right. And then you are so wrong. Let's pour C. I don't know about your samples because, you know, they might be different. Both of mine have tasted drastically different. They've been pretty different.
My A and B were completely different to me.
And you know, them fools they teamed up and they probably said, like, what do we do? How can we mess with them? What can we send them? I know they teamed up to do this.
Yep. Let's play a funny joke.
I don't know. It's probably a joke on me. What's up, Tim? Oh, I didn't smell it. I almost smelled it.
See, this is what happened last time to the people who weren't present. Trevor started cheating after a couple of tastings. He started cheating. So
I will say, I now that I look back at it, I think maybe is unintentional. What's up, Leslie? Michael, here's the thing. He says if they're tasting different samples, this entire competition is silly. I could see that too. You've had to have watched the first one. And then two, if they are different, I think that would be a good little wrench into things just to see, because it doesn't matter what I'm tasting, what you're tasting, because it's all blind. Maybe it could just be, we're going to give you totally different things and just see who scores better. I don't know.
But it also could be like my B is your C.
Yeah, they could be just flipped around. So we are all drinking the same thing, just not at the same time.
Not at the same time, maybe. Because
I like to talk when I sample them, and I'm going to be giving you hints unintentionally. That would be a good. Look at us, we're figuring this out.
I know, right? Can't put anything over on us.
It's like a murder mystery, except for it's the whiskey mystery. Hey, Savannah, Frisky Kitten. Oh, hey. There's way less people here. You don't have to be nervous anymore. Trev can name any whiskey blind except Maker's Mark.
I agree with that.
You know what? Rain reminded me we missed that Maker's Mark.
Yes.
And then I went and lost Matt Madness because I couldn't name Maker's Mark.
Was that the one that you lost on? I don't remember.
Yeah, that was last year's first round, and I lost to freaking Maker's Mark. Okay. Well, it was there was like 4 samples. It was Maker's 1792, Maker's 1792. That was the flight, and I didn't name a single one of them Makers or 1792. So, yeah, that was the infamous I destroyed my Maker's wall. That was that.
That's your Achilles heel, I think.
They do it because I have a lot of their bottles. They think that's my favorite bottle ever. Obviously not. Can't even get it right in a flight.
Nope.
You ready to do C?
Yes.
Here we go. 2 minutes on the clock. Begin. Those fools tried to mess with us. I'm telling you. I almost just gave away an answer.
Whatever my C is really good.
Maybe we do have the same samples. I will say maybe so far it's been my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we do have the same one. You know, we don't even know. What's up, Scotty? R and L C. It's benchmark. Don't put stuff in our heads. What's up, Z-Man? Saucy Shane?
I've never tasted benchmark, so I would not be able to pick it up.
Rain, why isn't your husband working?
Why isn't my husband working? What?
I don't know.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
I know who this is.
I don't know.
He is working.
I don't know. I hoped that I didn't just like get everyone in trouble by putting that up there.
He is totally working right now. He's at his computer just typing away. That threw me off. All right, hold on.
Yeah, I'm going to give us an extra little time.
This one's really good.
Yeah. Let's just... We're just making this up as we go.
I know we are. We totally are. At least we're having a good time.
That's all that matters. You know, we over here, the rules. I'm going to put on 30 seconds on the clock and start it. They're all so different that it really screws with you. All right, time. Again, I get down to the distillery and bottle, and I just am so lost in the sauce that I have no clue.
We should just put MGP for everything. Just every bottle.
Somewhere down the line.
Somewhere we're going to get it right.
It's a good chance. Benchmark has some pretty good stuff for the price. I would say so. I think their whole lineup, like, I did a video where I ranked them all, and there's a couple that are just kind of mediocre. There's some really good ones in that lineup for like $20. Stupid. Really good. But you can't really, you know, I don't know if you get them all, the whole lineup.
I don't know. I mean, I just recently found, what's that big liter bottle, and it's blue, and it's like $15, but it's really, really good.
Early Times?
Early Times. I just recently found that.
Yeah.
Like on the shelf. Well,
that's the thing is like, I don't know. Early Times, once they went to Sazerac, they kind of expanded their reach. That we used to not get it. And then whenever Sazerac got them, now we get it on the shelf. It's $15.
Yeah.
I don't know the reach of the benchmarks right now. I think it's only a couple states. Like I don't think it's many, but
I've seen it before, I think, but I haven't seen a lineup. I think I've seen one bottle.
It's the standard benchmark. It's like,
right.
You pour it in Coke and then get someone drunk. Like, you don't drink that crap. Mm-hmm. It's just that same bottom shelf swill that's just there. I don't even, like 2-year-old stuff that's like backwash, just not good. What do you mean? Joshua says, what won't happen again? What are you talking about? He says, I am a little late. How does the blind flight work?
We have no idea, Joshua.
We don't know. But what we think we know is that we have to guess for each sample. We have to guess proof within 5, the type of whiskey. So bourbon, rye, American whiskey is what Matt said. I don't think there's been any Scotch, but type, distillery, and bottle. That has been the most challenging thing to me, I think, ever, is getting through that and like, what is this? I don't know. I don't know. Iowa's stocked with them. So it really just depends on where you're at. We get all benchmarked except for the full proof. What the heck? See, that's what's weird too, is why would they get all of the other ones but not one of them? Wish I could get Early Times Bottled and Bond in Wisconsin. Geography. Maybe it'll get there eventually, Nick. They're so good. Do you love that bottle as much as I do?
I do. It's really good. It's like you can pour it and have it neat. You can pour it into something. I feel it's really versatile.
Dresden, he said Trent. Dresden is a little drunk. Did you say you get Early Times Bottled and Bond for $15? That would be a crazy deal. Yes, I think it's $16.99. So maybe I exaggerated $1. But
it's under 20. I know it's under 20.
It's $16.99 here. And before I would have to go out of state, it would be $25-$26. And then all of a sudden it showed up on my shelf for like $16.99. I was like, what the heck is this? So, see, Dresden says it's 25 in Kentucky. I think that's what the old price was. And I think maybe they said drop the price. And then people in Kentucky were like, they're not going to know a dang difference.
I would pay $25 for it, though. If that was like the price, I would pay $25 for it.
We shouldn't say that, though, because they know we're going to.
They're listening right now. Really? Oh, my gosh. Yes.
No, seriously, though. It's a Bottled and Bond. It's a liter.
Yeah.
It's more than fair to pay $25 for it. That's what just makes it more crazy for me and you. It's a steal at $17.
Yep.
So there's that. That's, I guess, what I was saying more. It's just a steal. It's stupid.
My husband pays $30 in cookies. That's apt. This is a family friend that is.
All right, I was about to say, I thought they came in here and was just like, they knew something. I thought this was some horror movie, like I'm watching your husband right now.
They're watching through the window.
You want him to live? You listen to my every demand. Okay, R and LC. All right, let's pour D.
D? Oh, okay.
D. Oh.
What?
Nothing?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I did not do anything, but I feel like I have a tactical advantage by watching you.
By watching me?
Yeah. Pour your glass, and I want to just watch your face or something. You didn't make a face?
I mean, mine's real dark, but I don't.
Okay. Okay.
I still don't think we have the same stuff.
I was going to keep it a secret, but I just confirmed it. We do not have at least the same order.
Right, the same order.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, mine looks like a very well hydrated piss.
No.
It is so clear. Why did we hold that up at the same time?
Twinsies going on right now.
Look at that.
No, that is not what I'm trying to think. Does that look like what I had before?
I know what they did. I already know what they did, and I'm going to wait until the end, and I'm going to call it. But I'm looking at my samples and knowing now I know what they did. I think we're drinking the same things, different order.
Yeah.
Guaranteed it. It makes sense. That's a good little twist. And they didn't think we would catch on, did they?
Underestimating how intelligent we are.
But then I poured mine, and then you were just like, what? Mine's so dark. Oh, busted. Busted. Did someone say wrench and some scotch? I don't know.
That could totally be scotch or tequila. But I don't think that's in here.
It could be tequila. I know Steven likes tequila. I know they have scotch. Steven sent me some gosh dang Johnny Walker Blue Label, like the Ghost or whatever. So I know he has that crap too.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
I'm ready.
2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. See that? Now that I know that we're not drinking the same thing, I can talk about what I'm smelling right now. That ain't no scotch. Wait a minute, unless she has yet to try this one.
Maybe not.
And then I'm giving her the answers.
Yes, tell me everything you're thinking.
Wow. Whoa. God dang, is that good? I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way if she hasn't drank this yet, there ain't no way she guessing that is scotch.
I don't know.
It's because they were poured a year ago.
I kept in a dark box and sealed, so
they're all good. No. What? Putting scotch under my bed for a year ain't gonna make it good.
I don't like scotch either.
What's up, Rick? Amy? When you guess every option in the blind, you're guaranteed to be right. Oh, we got 20 seconds. Oh, shoot. It's time. What do you feel about that one?
I have no idea what it was.
That's the thing. I don't know what you were drinking. I don't know what you're drinking at all. I will say whatever mine was, for as light as it was, really, really good. I liked that a lot. I have a guess of what it could be, maybe. And that's all banking on if I guessed the type of whiskey right.
Okay.
Because I don't own whatever I guessed. I don't own it. I don't know the exact proof of it, but I'm like, just based on the color and how much I liked it, I went all in. That ain't scotch. If that scotch is the best scotch on the planet, I'm calling it now. Try some Rain, help me out here. Miracle Martinez.
Gretona? La Gretona? I haven't heard of that one. You're the tequila connoisseur over here. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I haven't had that one. I'm always up for trying a new tequila, though.
Well, Miracle, let us know what the heck that is. Honestly, I think we've talked about this before, because this was way back in the day. We were talking about the what was that bottle called? The Tears of
Llorona.
Llorona.
Mm-hmm.
That bottle that was phenomenal.
Yes,
And I'm like,
fantastic.
I drink tequila in a margarita. And
Yeah.
I will shoot it at a tiki bar. But like that bottle, I could pour it in it makes sense to me. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
can
a sipping
drink this stuff.
tequila. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's La Gritona. We'll try it. Rain's gonna try it now. She
You
better go
got
to
to
the
work
store.
on your Spanish. Oh my goodness.
I speak German. And by speak German a little bit.
Okay.
I understand it better than I can speak it.
I
And
was
also
thinking about trying to learn it.
German?
They say that it's easier to learn German off of English. Like an easier transition than some of the other languages.
I would say so. There's a lot of things similar in terms of like learning a language is hard, regardless of what language it is.
Yeah, of course.
You got to find similarities. If you're jumping from, there's just a lot of similarities, and there's less of the bull crap, I guess, because I've been learning a little bit I've been trying to learn a little bit like Italian and stuff. I'm struggling harder than I did with German. Like I think there's just a better connection with English and German. For what it's worth.
I mean, I think it would be cool to learn. My husband wants to learn, so I want to learn with him.
Learn German.
Yeah.
What? Is he like working in Germany?
No.
He just wants to learn.
Yeah, just to learn. It's good for your brain.
Hey, what's up, Faderade? Knowing Wiener Schnitzel doesn't count as knowing German. Faderade ist ein Scheissekopf. That's it. That's all you get.
I know 9.
9.
9.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
No. That's the only thing I know.
Do you want to know what yes is?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I know 2 words. Look at that.
Yeah.
Doubled my knowledge.
It's easy. Hey, here's another one. Computer in German is computer. Look at that. You're on a roll.
Oh my gosh. I don't believe that you know German anymore.
I took 4 years of German.
Okay.
I don't speak. I'm telling you, like a German speaker can talk to me in German and I can reply to them in English.
Okay.
I just don't know how to I know what I want to say, but I struggle. I guess my problem is I know it enough to where I don't want to just wing a sentence and sound dumb because I know it's not right.
Right.
But they would understand me. They'd be like, oh yeah, I totally understand you. But I know enough to where I'm like, that ain't right. I'm not going to say that.
Right.
That's my issue. So
that's how I am in Spanish. My grammar is really bad in Spanish. So
and you know they would be like, oh yeah, this person, she just learned Spanish and I understood what you said. Cool. But you were like,
yeah,
I know that's not right. Shouldn't say that. They're gonna think I'm dumb. But anyone thinks that anyway because you're not gonna get these points right.
I'm beat. We're only on. We have one more to go, and I've beat you.
Whatever. I'm not scared. Even in Germany, they speak more English than German. You got this, Rain. That is 100% the truth.
There's no way we have the same samples. Look at my last sample.
Yeah. No, I think they're the same. I'm calling it now. They switched them up.
I didn't get a super light one like you did.
Did they completely screw with us?
I don't know. The one that you just had, I don't have a very light one.
We've confirmed, before anyone says this, we've confirmed these are the samples they sent because it's the same. I know which glass Steven sent, and I know which glass Matt sent. I think they did this to just screw with us is what they did.
Well,
I
it's
think
too late
so.
now. I don't know, because I didn't get that light one. None of mine are really light, unless it was my A that broke.
See, Nick B. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak a little German. Ein bisschen. A little.
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
No, it's ich spreche ein bisschen
Ich
Deutsch.
spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Yeah, good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Going to Germany.
You're in. Here's
I'm
the thing.
leaving.
They'll take one look at you and they'll walk right up to you with an English menu and say, "Hello, glad you're here."
I know. Like, I don't want this. I want the real German food. Don't give me the American food.
What's up, Great Scott? No, the food's real, but they don't. They just know. They look at you like freaking American. Joshua Rodriguez is enjoying the live stream, Wrench. This is my first time watching, and it won't be my last. Now, here's the problem. Joshua showed up, saw rain. He's here to stay. He's going to show up next week, and it's no rain, and he's going to be like, I'm out.
Gonna be so bored.
This guy sucks. I bet 2 samples are switched. One is the same. One is totally different. That could be a thing, too. Do you think they could have sent us the same, but then, like, switched a couple? Like you have one that I don't have, and I have one that you don't have.
Because that would make sense on A, because we both thought A was weird.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a twist to this that is going to make it really fun. And I like that.
Yeah.
I like it could be different. All right, you ready for what is I was going to say D. No, this is E.
This is E.
What's up, G off? Peter, I can speak Spanish but cannot understand it when they speak a mile a minute.
Right? Peter, like, más despacio, por favor. Like, please speak more slowly.
That's the problem is like, okay, before we get started, now I got to get on this rant because it's really been pissing me off. I've been trying to get a little bit of understanding of Italian in this app. It will literally say, type what you heard. And it will be a phrase, and then fools are like, blah, 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 blah. Like, what did they just say?
Are you doing Memorize?
No, this is Duolingo.
Okay. Yeah.
I've had better, but it's free, but it's I don't know. I can't keep up.
Your ear will get better though.
I guess it's the same though with German. You listen to a German person and like to the outside viewer, they're probably like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But now that I have an understanding, I know what they're saying. I hear that. Or I hear enough.
You have to start watching like Italian TV or movies or something.
Oh God. I struggle. That's my thing. I do that with German even still. I struggle.
Can you do subtitles or is that tough?
No, I'll do subtitles and I'll try and listen. And then if I don't understand, I'll look at the subtitles. But I'm like, my problem is I'll understand half of the sentence, but I'm like, what word and it's like one word that will change the whole sentence. And I'm like, why would he say that? Oh, that's not what he said. So, yeah. Oh,
the Family Guy episode when he speaks Italian. Okay, perfect. Just get that episode and watch it over and over again.
Which one?
The Family Guy episode where he speaks Italian at the deli.
Oh.
Just watch that one.
All I know is that you do this and you're in.
Mm-hmm. Manja. Bella. Yeah.
See.
Grazie. I know like the good word,
Yeah.
Right? Eat. Beautiful. Thank you.
I also speak Italian. Pizza, spaghetti, carbonara.
Carbonara?
No, you didn't say it right. You got to have the accent. Hey, what's up, Whiskey Eyes? How the heck are you? Ruby, I'm dying to know what you're both drinking. I am too. Let's get on to E.
Right. Getting distracted.
Yeah, we're having fun. But now we got to have the last glass of the night. Then we're going to find out what it is.
And then, but they have to tell me what these bonuses are, though, too, since you drank yours already.
No. I only drank one. I have bonus sample 2.
Okay.
I don't have bonus sample 1. I think I already know what it is, so I'm not going to say anything until you try it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
2 minutes on the clock. Glass E. Begin. They really went all out. I'm excited now going back to hear what proof you guessed certain things were. If ours are different, I want to know the proofs.
Well, the thing I'm worried about, now I'll tell you after. Let me focus.
I'm not trying to distract you. I'm not trying to keep you away from nosing this and putting your guesses down to get more points.
Cheating again.
All I can say is this last glass is about to seal the schlammering deal. Because it's hot. For me. I know you ain't.
Mine is hot too.
Well, maybe we got the same one.
I don't know. It's not the hottest one I've had, though.
Oh. This is my oddest one. Spoiler alert. Ten seconds. All right, that's it. Here we go again, not knowing what bottle to guess. I just guessed. I just made something up. Trev Veered Immer Schlammered. I think Donnie Schlammered. You both have been great. I haven't stopped laughing. Ricardo Carroll.
He should have me on more often.
I'll do it. You know, something that I am mad about, but I'm also glad about now that you're here, is that this all started because I wanted to make this a thing.
Yeah.
Where I bring just people out there, come on, let's compete.
Yeah, just supporters.
Don't have like a. It's always, I don't know. You always see that this channel's with that channel. What about the people watching? That's who I want to. Let's test you. And you and I started this.
Yeah, plus it's fun. Like you get to know the people who support you, and
a
lot of people in the chat have been with you since the beginning.
Well, shoot, look at these people. Remember you.
Yeah.
They remember this the first one. That was, I guess I am underestimating how long ago it was. They were here.
It's been a year. It really has.
I'll do it. We need to pick this back up because it's just a lot of fun.
Well, I'm always down to send out samples to the next person who wants to come on.
Oh yeah, I know what you're about to send. You're about to send. There's going to be a tequila in that sucker. I know it.
There will be. There definitely will be.
When was the last time you called the bank and the recording said press 2 for German? Never. What he's saying, I get what he's saying. Like, you got to learn Spanish in America. I honestly want to learn Spanish. Just to,
it's just such a good language to know universally, like even traveling,
I mean, I can't even tell you how many dang patients I've had that like speak zero English. It's like they literally like zero English.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing they even show up. Like, how did you even get here? You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's scary. I couldn't imagine like just being dropped in Russia and being like, yeah, good luck, bro. And then I wind up in like a hospital. Like, dude, I'd be so scared. You know, that's what I feel like they. I don't know. It's scary. I wish I just knew a little phrases.
Yeah, it's a good language to know though.
Well, we've been taking trips down to Cancun. Like, it's been like our thing, right? And it's just so cheap to go down there.
Mm-hmm.
And like you see people talking to the bartenders in Spanish and they eat that up. They're like, oh, this guy speaks Spanish. Freaking here. You're cutting in line.
Oh, yeah.
We'll hook you up.
Oh, for sure. So my husband's from Colombia. So if we travel somewhere where it's like a Spanish speaking community and he starts speaking Spanish, they're like, oh, okay, here we go. Like,
at first they're like, oh yeah, here's the freaking American. And then he's like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like,
all right, cousin, primo. Okay.
So Colombia, this is the dumbest question ever. They speak Spanish?
Wait, who?
You said he's from Colombia?
Yeah.
And they speak Spanish down there?
Yeah. In Colombia?
I don't know.
In South America.
Yeah, I know South America, but like, does majority of do the other countries have their own languages, or is like it all Spanish?
As far as I'm aware, the majority of countries in South America predominantly speak Spanish. I know there are big communities like in certain places, like there. What is it? Guyana, I think, is in South America, and they speak. There's a lot of Indian people, like from India, and they speak like Punjabi and stuff.
See, that was
English.
Brazil's Portuguese. I didn't know if there was like their own languages down there. It makes sense to me as like a total idiot that Spanish would be like predominant, but I didn't know if like someone had their own language. I don't know.
Well, there's like dialects, right? Like if you go to Mexico, you can get away with speaking Spanish, but there's so many dialects in Mexico because it has such a rich history. So there's like other languages that are there in that country. Like
I mean, it's like most countries. I would say outside of the US, I feel like we have slang and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's places where from one part of the country to the other, they won't really understand each other. They're like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Right.
Like, that's just not a word to us. Most of South America speaks Spanish, save Brazil. Okay. Truman just got a call for winning a Thomas Handy 2022 lottery bottle. Truman, go ahead and pick that up for me, brother.
That is awesome.
What the heck?
Truman, you need to send me a sample.
And he just got a call. They were like, hey, what's up, Truman? You won. Come get your freaking handy.
Yeah.
In the back alley. Clicked.
I mean, if they put it like that, I would actually be kind of scared. Don't go Truman.
Did they say Thomas Handy on the phone call, Truman, or did they just say you won the handy? What did they say? You might be in danger.
Don't go if unless they said Thomas Handy.
If they said and Thomas Handy, not Thomas's Handy, it's very. What did they say, Truman? All right, you ready to find out these answers?
Eagle Rare 10, E.H. Taylor single, and the Thomas Handy. Oh, the option. You got the option. Okay, gotcha.
Wait, where did you see that?
Go down a little bit further.
There it is. There it is. Yeah. They gave you that option. Who would pick any of the other?
Yeah, of course you're going with the handy. Yeah.
What's up, Matt? Alley Handy. It's not like the Thomas Handy, I'll tell you that. Wait a minute. Sorry to disappoint you, but Suriname is Dutch, and French Guinea speaks, well, French.
Where is Suriname?
That's got to be in South America.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is, actually. You learn something every day.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy is like America is the most boring country if you think about it. Like all these other continents, like I don't know what to call it. This North America is bland. You go to South America, it's like, oh yeah, this country, they speak Dutch. This country speaks French. Everyone else speaks Spanish. We're just a melting pot.
But we have pockets, though. We have those pockets of places where they predominantly speak a particular language, right? Don't Pennsylvania Dutch is like a thing, right?
I would almost consider Cajun its own language.
I agree.
Like, I don't know if I can understand you.
I agree. That is its own language. Yeah.
Where's Trevor Kunkel? Is he asleep right now? Because he has the answer key. Hold on. I'm sure he's here. No, he is here. He's right there. Dang, I shouldn't have underestimated Trevor Kunkel. How do we want to do this? Just go one. So what we'll do is let's go to A. We'll give our answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say we'll go to A. We'll give what we said it was or whatever. And then Trevor Kunkel will, he said, I'll text it to you. Just do one at a time when I tell you, Trev. How about that? I mean, you can send the answer to A now, and I won't open it. But let's go to A. What did you think about it?
I did not care for A. That was the one that was a bit weird for me. I said that was 105 proof. It was a rye, and I thought it was Driftless Glen.
Okay. See, interesting. What's up, Kevin? We definitely drank different things. Now, granted, I think our answers are within the same. I guess mine was American whiskey, just because, like, what I was tasting. I keep saying, like, I don't think we're tasting the same things. So I was tasting just something. It was something I couldn't explain. I couldn't justify it being a rye. I couldn't justify it being a bourbon. I just couldn't justify anything. Therefore, my safe bet was American whiskey. I guessed 110 proof. At the end, like, the last 10 seconds, I had this Texas thing. So I just went with Texas. So I called it Still Austin. I don't think that's Still Austin.
Okay.
But that's what I guessed because I don't know. I had nothing else. I didn't know. So.
Yeah, I have a bottle of Still Austin that I haven't opened up yet. I have not tried it. The barrel proof or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I just haven't
not this bottle is what I'm saying. It's not that. So I don't know why I guessed that. I was thinking Balcones, but even then I don't think that's what that is.
You got nervous. You were nervous on A.
I was terrified. Trev, send me the answer. He's delayed. He's got to type it out, especially because it's probably 2. It's probably
Starlight.
2. Oh, no, he did it right here.
Yeah.
A is Starlight 4.5-year-old sherry finish. Rain was an E.H. Taylor small batch. What?
So I got a point because, right?
Hold on. We'll do the math. So you have it written down. So here it is. You get 1 point for proof. Mm-hmm. So what did you guess is the proof on that?
105.
Then you got a point. I got a point too for that. Yeah, so the only thing we got was a 1 point each for proof. Because mine was a freaking bourbon.
Right. So yeah, mine too. And I put rye.
What the heck? I'm glad ours aren't the same. What were you smelling on that? I don't like E.H. Taylor small batch.
It smells very floral to me.
It's
So
to
then I was
me,
thinking floral, maybe it's rye, even though
to
rye is
me,
more like minty. I don't know.
I don't want to put anything in your head. That E.H. Taylor small batch to me is like, it's so cherry that it's almost like cough syrup or something.
This does not taste like that at all. There's like no cherry on this. But this could also be, remember, my bottle broke. So it was exposed to all that air and all that. So that could be an issue, which I don't, but it does not have cherry on it. I didn't, if this is what E.H. Taylor small batch tastes like, I don't like it.
I don't like it anyway. I will say, like, re-pouring my A, just because that's crazy that he said it was Starlight sherry finish. Going back to it, I think what I'm smelling, and I think I even said this, was I mentioned craft, but I didn't really want to guess that.
Mm-hmm, you
but
did.
I think that, knowing what that is and going back to it, I think I'm picking up on that crafty,
like the greenness of it.
Yeah. It's almost like and that's why when someone said a wheat, I get the same thing on a wheated whiskey or like a Woodford wheat. I get that ripe banana, like a green. I was kind of getting in this on that. I would have never guessed finished though. I would have never guessed sherry.
I did not guess finished on any of these. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Me neither. On the finish, knowing now what it is on the finish, yeah, I can see that. There's a little, like a bitterness from the wine, but there's no way of knowing. All right. Let's move on to B. You went first last time. I called my B rye. 95 proof. I don't think so, but I went with High West Midwinter's Night's Dram.
Okay. So my B, I had 115 proof. I said it was American whiskey, and I said it was the Michter's American whiskey. I couldn't remember what the name was, but the American
Close
whiskey.
enough.
Yeah.
Unless you get it right on the head, then you cheated. I kind of like it that they're so different.
Oh man, Andrew, I wish we still lived near each other. Andrew used to be my neighbor. Like literally down the street.
I'd have walked over and poured you some E.H. Taylor small batch. It tastes nothing like you noted, from what I remember. I will say, I genuinely I don't really like E.H. Taylor small batch. I don't. And I don't know. I was going to say, I don't think it's the one that I have. I've had multiple, and none of them, if I throw them in a blind, I hate it. That's what's telling to me.
I'm trying to think. It's been so long. Did we have that last time, or that was what was that other cherry one? It's not Sam Houston. It's
been a year, Rain. I don't remember.
No, I know. It's the 14, 15, something 14. It's not Sam Houston.
Was it the Calumet?
Calumet. Calumet had a cherry bomb that I think we had last time, and we both thought it was E.H. Taylor.
I think it was probably the 14 or the 15. Oh, here we go. Trev, B is High West double rye finished in Pineal de Charentes, 102.8. Reigns is Michael's Barrel.
I think it's Michter's.
Michter's Barrel Proof Rye.
I got Michter's right.
I got High West right.
I didn't get anything else right.
Me neither. We're still tied. How did we guess the distillery? The distillery's 3 points, so we got 3 points each.
Mm-hmm.
We're freaking tied.
I should be crushing you by now. So.
Nope, we're not tied. I got 1 point above you because I guess that was rye.
Oh,
so I'm up 1. Just a singular point.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I knew. I can't believe I guessed. Maybe I picked up on the High West, and that's why I went with the Midwinters. Because I was like, that's not sweet enough, but it reminded me of Midwinters.
Yeah, you did good on that one.
It genuinely, I did not want to go with Midwinters, but then again, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what else to guess. I don't know what else they have or what they do.
Well, they have the Burr Rye.
Well, they do a lot of the finishes, like this one.
Yeah.
It's finished. They do a lot of those private selections. Like, I don't know.
I know. I have a couple of their finishes, and like a Burr Rye something.
I will say, where did it go? That barrel proof rye. I think the Michter's barrel proof rye, and I think the Michter's 10-year-old rye, they do not drink like what your brain would think they would. I've tried the Michter's 10-year-old rye multiple times in blinds, and I've gotten it wrong every single time. I cannot get that right.
Well, this is the first time I'm having, I think, the Michter's rye. I really like the bourbon, the 10-year bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I've ever had the rye before.
I don't know if I've had that one, the barrel proof rye. I've had the 10-year-old rye.
Oh, is this barrel proof? Okay. Am I confusing it?
Yeah,
now?
I think
it's the barrel proof rye. Okay.
Yes, because they have Michter's barrel proof, and then they have Michter's 10-year, and then they got the 10-year-old rye, and then the Michter's barrel proof rye. And I don't think the barrel proofs are 10.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because the 10-year-olds are like 90 something proof. They're low proof.
I really like the 10-year-old bourbon. I can never find it though. I've never to buy an actual bottle. I've seen it in restaurants, but not to actually buy a bottle.
Your stalker. Sorry, family friend. Heard Calumet 16 is this year's surprise. Love that bottle. You should get one.
I have it. I have 14, 15, and 16. 16
has been my favorite.
I actually got it. I started getting them after we had our first battle because it was so good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I got to really get some of this.
I don't know what I was expecting when I bought the 16. It was just one of those. It was kind of like after our flight. I'm like, hey, there it is. I'm going to get it. Blew me out of the water. I went straight back to the store, got another. And it's a lot of money. Not going to lie. But it's good. If you're into, like, I don't know, spending that much on a bottle. But
remember when we had our bougie blind flight?
Yeah.
You know I like bougie whiskey.
I know.
It was you and Ethan and
Katie.
And Katie and the Turks. Yeah, it was you and the Turks.
Yep. It was awesome. That was a good time. The bougie flight. And it was just stuff that I've never had. All right. Let's find out what C is. I went first last time. You go first.
Okay, so I said I completely guessed on this one. I had no idea. So I said the proof was 105. It was a bourbon. I guessed Old Forester 1910.
Okay. Again, I think we had different ones. This one was I actually don't even have anything written down for distillery or bottle. So there's that. So that's 8 points that I have taken away. I called it bourbon. I called it 95 proof. But I was going to say, like, I just report it. I really, really like this one, whatever the heck it is. Watch, it's probably going to be freaking Calumet 14 or 15 or something. Hey, we haven't had a single one the same.
No.
So they could just all be different.
I think they sent us completely different ones now.
Wow.
Yours is Bullet.
Bullet bourbon single barrel, 104 proof. I didn't get the proof. I didn't get anything.
Oh, I got proof. I said 105.
I got +1.
Bourbon, that's 2, but
so you got 3 points.
Oh, that's 3? Okay. So I got the proof and then I got it was a bourbon, but not the rest.
That's 3 total points. 1 point for the proof and 2 points for the bourbon.
Oh, I have not had Old Weller Antique, so this was the one that I was like, oh, this is really good. I really like this one.
I would say, as just I don't know, Weller doesn't really, I don't reach for it ever.
Okay.
Like I will have to be on live stream and someone says, drink the Weller. Like I don't, if I'm sitting in here and I want to drink something, I never reach for them. I think that one's really good.
Okay. Yeah.
For like, I think it's the best for the available ones, if that is a thing. I know in some places it's more available. So I would say so.
And this is weeded. This is a weeded bourbon though, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I tend to really enjoy those. So that makes sense why I was like, it's so good.
Yep. I would say, I think the 107, like the proof of it, really, I don't know, it just does it justice. I think it really, that's where it needs to be. And I think a lot of the other Wellers are just like the 12-year and all the lower proof ones are just mediocre.
You know, it's funny. So I had a bottle of 12-year I'd never opened just because I just didn't particularly care. I was like, I'll open it when I have some people over. And we had some family come in and I opened it and they loved it. They're like, this is the best one I've ever had. I'm like, okay.
What did you think?
I thought it was good. It was a good, like it tasted like a bourbon should. But I didn't think that it was, it didn't like blow me out of the water or have anything necessarily interesting about it. But it was a good standard bourbon.
Your reaction is exactly like me. I just got my first Weller 12 a couple weeks ago. Your reaction's the same as me. When someone says, how is it? And you go, it's good.
Yeah.
Look at how hard it is to get that in the hysteria people put behind it. Like if it's that good, you wouldn't go, it's good. You'd be like, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. Like totally worth it. You need to go wait in line.
No.
I think it's really good for its retail price of $40. If it wanted to compete and be something special, it needs to be way higher proof.
Yeah.
It's too flat.
So I have some samples coming to me. I get the Weller Special Reserve. So in Florida, we have ABC. So if you go there on delivery days, you can get the Special Reserve. You can get the small bottles or the big liter bottle.
Yeah.
And it's always behind the desk. They don't put it out. It's behind the desk. You have to ask for it. And if you go on delivery day, you can get that. So I have some of that. I've just never had the antique or the CYO
CYPB.
That I have not had that one either.
Outside of a sample, you probably won't get one of those.
Yeah.
That's like Jesus's tears in a bottle in terms of how hard it is to get.
Okay. I think when you did a Weller lineup, that was your favorite, wasn't it? Was that your favorite?
I don't remember. I like it. I think it's very well put together, but again, I think the proof really harms it. I would say just from memory right now, just looking at the Wellers I have, the Weller Full Proof I have now is probably my favorite. It's a store pick, so that's kind of cheating. I've had 2 store picks. One was crap. This one is amazing. There's a huge difference between them. So it's, for one, I would say it's a gamble, but can you even get those? It's not a gamble at all. You just get one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The 107 is probably the safest, easiest bet to get. I think Weller Special Reserve is crap. I think that is like it is F tier bourbon. I do not like it.
I have a big bottle of it, and we opened it for making some big batch like punch. Like a punch,
That
like
would do good.
Sort of bourbon punch.
Especially because you can get it.
Yeah.
I guess I rank them differently because of how hard it is for like majority of people to get any of them. Some people don't get Weller Special Reserve at all. They've never seen it.
Right.
Which to the people like you and I can go to the store right now and get a bottle, and I'm like, why are people freaking out over this?
Because it says Weller. Right?
If you were blind,
if
you were freaking blind and I handed you that bottle, you would be like, no. How much did you pay for that?
Why are you poisoning me?
It's just kind of like, I think it's the name that's carrying the price. And I'm a realist. I think it's stupid. I drink bourbon because it tastes good, not because of a name.
Yeah.
Hey, your friend here is about to drop some magic here. 60% Weller Special Reserve, 38%. Hold on, before I go any further, how do you gather 38% Old Granddad?
He uses a dropper.
So he measures.
I don't know.
He literally is like 36.
He's a scientist. I don't know.
He
puts a dropper in there.
38. Done. Hey, if you put 37% in there, ruined.
Terrible.
But anyway, that aside, and then 2% Eagle Rare 10 makes E.H. Taylor 4-grain. I have all of those. I will totally try that.
You have to do that now.
Now I don't know, my proportions are going to be off a little bit.
You're like, this math is too hard.
No,
it's going to be in ounces.
It's going to be like 57, 42, and 3. That doesn't even add up.
No.
Let's find out, D. Did I go first or did you go first? I think it's your turn.
I went first. I think it's your turn to go first.
All right. I actually poured a little more of mine because I want to drink it. I called this I hope this is right. I called this an Irish whiskey.
Oh, okay.
I called it 105 proof. I called this, at first, I wrote in I said one of the spots, blue spot, red spot, whatever. But I was like, that doesn't count because I don't know which one. But I changed my mind. I wrote down Redbreast is the bottle. But I don't know.
I like Irish whiskey.
Yeah, that's me too. I saw the color, and then once I realized I liked it that much, I was like, that's gotta be Irish.
Yeah. There's that other one that's such a great buy. It looks like a hexagon. It's like a black bottle. It's like $20. Somebody's gonna know what I'm talking
What
about.
type of whiskey is it?
It's an Irish whiskey. The bottle is shaped kind of like I think like a hexagon. I don't know.
Sexton?
Sexton, yes. It's a good bottle for I think 20.
Zach is
25.
literally our Irish whiskey Yoda, and he instantly got you.
Yeah, it's good. Um, okay, I'm sorry. So for my D, I put 100. I completely guessed on this one. No clue. 112 proof, bourbon, MGP, because I just guessed. And I put Pursuit.
Trevor said, oof. If that's not Irish whiskey, that's got to be like a light whiskey. For me.
What about a corn whiskey? Does it taste like corn?
It literally burns the piss out of my nose. Like now that I'm did I pour the right one? Trev, D is barrel rye 13-year-old. Rain is Kentucky Outback 4 rye.
Is that MGP? No.
I don't know. What is Kentucky Owl? I literally called that I have the smallest of sips left. I don't believe that at all.
13-year. It's so light.
I'm telling you right now, smelling this, I mean, I'm glad because I don't care. That barrel rye don't smell like a rye at all. It smells like a sugar cookie. That's why I went with Irish.
Yeah.
I'm smelling it right now. I'm smelling sugar cookie. So that's a rye for me is what I'm learning.
Trevor's like, you picked 95 proof. It's 126 proof.
No, I guessed 105. I'm close.
Okay, 105.
The thing is like going through, like as I've been re-pouring them as we give our answers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I should have known, because smelling this, I was like, that's way higher proof. But in the moment, just coming off the other ones and stuff, I would have never guessed that. Smelling it now, I'm like, that's clear as day.
Yeah. Barrel's so interesting too, because they do so many like weird, funky things with their barrels. So I mean, it's not finished. So, okay.
And they blend, they're a blend of all sorts of stuff. And
yeah.
Well, I went Irish. That was stupid. I didn't get any. You got the proof. What did you?
I got the proof.
So that would be another point. Are you writing this down?
Oh, am I supposed to? Yes.
No. I was hoping you were, because I didn't write yours down. I've been writing mine down.
I have. I've been putting how many points I get each time. So right now I'm at 8 points.
I'm at 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7, and you're at 8.
Yes.
It all comes down to this last one.
As it should be.
Hey, you know what? G off. She should get 5 points for that. I didn't make this scorecard. They said 1 point within plus or minus 5. That's what they gave us. That's what we're working with. So,
It's okay. You can hate a little bit. I mean, like I was like on the money. Like on the money.
If it was me, if you hit the proof point, I think that would be more points.
Yeah.
That's me personally. If I was writing this out, but I didn't. I would give you more points. I would say like plus or minus 5 is a point, but if you nail it, you get like 3 points.
Should be like that.
We'll remember this.
We'll see if I need that to win. At
I
the
will
end.
say if I beat you on this next category by 1, 2, or 3 points,
Then it's a
I
draw.
will say you beat me.
It's a tie.
No, I'll say you beat me. Unless I nail the proof or something like that, and then it cancels out.
Okay. Let's see. We'll see.
All right, E. E.
Is it my turn to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one was hot to me. So I said 120 proof bourbon, and then I didn't know. So I said Four Roses, and the Select. I couldn't think of the full name of it. The Batch Select.
Yeah. Four Roses small batch
Which
select.
I don't even think is 120 proof, but that's all I could think of at the moment.
It's okay to be wrong every now and then. I will say I just finished off the last sip of the Irish whiskey that turned out to be rye, and it was clear as day rye. Like I should have guessed that. But whatever.
I think the color threw you off.
I think so too. It was so light. Well, it already got it in my head. I'm expecting Scotch, and then I try it, and I really liked it. I was like, that's got to be Irish, and it did have a sugar cookie thing to me, where I was like, what do I get sugar cookie on? Irish,
right.
And I know Steve, and I know they love that crap, so I was trying to play the game.
I think I seriously, I think the color threw you off, and then you went in that direction.
It's all in my head. Oh, here he is, the man himself. This is Matt. Matt, we are struggling hard. Hold on. Don't look at the chat. Trevor gave the answer. Don't read the chat.
Trevor paid the answer?
No, he gave the answer.
Oh, okay.
So we haven't given our things yet.
No, I gave mine. Oh, you didn't give yours. Yeah. Trevor's drunk.
I called mine a light whiskey.
Okay.
I guessed 130 proof. And I guessed that it was an Obtainium light whiskey.
Okay. It was that hot to you?
It was hot.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, it smelled to me. None of ours have been the dang same.
No.
This one smelled the hottest by far to me. There was this super light, like convectionary vanilla that made me want to go with light whiskey.
Okay.
And then I just had to guess a light whiskey that I have on my shelf. So I went with Obtainium.
Have you had the brain candy? Remember the one that who came out?
It was them.
Yeah. Did you have the brain candy?
You know we're doing another one of those?
Really?
It's even higher proof. It's 158 this time.
Oh my gosh. Like it's like illegal to drink. It's you're gonna be talking like yeah. No way.
We picked that I think it was probably 2 weeks ago we picked it, and it's 158 and 27. 27. I don't know. I don't remember what the original brain candy was. 26. I think it was 26, and it was like 140 something. This one is 27 and 158. So it's like even more just, I'm going to kill you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can't drink. I have a bottle of it. I can't drink it. It's so hot. I cannot drink it. It feels like I'm drinking gasoline and then just like throwing a match down there. Like that's how it feels. So I'm scared of those Obtainium like light whiskeys. Like I'm They make
Oh, they're
nervous.
scary. They're for people who have problems, like everyone else in the chat.
Team Rain.
All right, you ready for the answers?
Yes.
Trev, E is barrel whiskey finished in Pinot 131. So I got the proof, and that's it. You got, it's Eliza Craig barrel proof A121 123.6. So what did you get from that?
I put proof at 118. Do I still get my point for proof? I'm like, it's like 5.6 off.
I mean, yeah, I would say so. You're 0.1 off.
No, I put 118 and it's 123.6.
Yeah, so
That's 5.6.
so it's 0.6 off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the crowd would give you.
I'm giving myself a point. I did
Did
so
you
well
guess
last
that it was a
time on
bourbon?
proof. I'm giving my 1 point.
Would you guess that is a bourbon?
I did guess it as a bourbon. What was it actually? Oh, it was a bourbon. Elijah
Yeah,
picked
so you
up.
got 3 points that round.
Oh, so that's 2 points. Yeah, 3. You know, so I have that bottle too.
So you got 3 points for that.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get?
You want to know what I got?
Big old goose egg?
No, I know what I got.
What?
And what I got means that Rain A has defeated me.
Again.
I got 1 point. So my total for the night is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. I got 8 points total.
So I got 8. I got 10. Realistically, I got 10. If I don't count the 1 point for this last one, because I was like 5.6 instead of 5. But I still beat you.
You still beat me.
I don't need that point. Let me know if you need to like call a friend on Matt Madness.
Just I might call you in. I might call you in. I'm probably, whenever the samples get in, I'm going to overnight them to you and send you half of them and say, you drink along and you tell me.
Yeah, at least with proof, I might be able to help you. Nothing else.
Noah says barrel whiskey finishes are hard to guess. They're not.
I agree.
That bottle right there, even knowing what that was, I can't go back to it and be like, oh, clearly that's barrel. No,
right.
I still don't know what that is. They're crazy.
Yeah. I have a couple of their bottles and they're really interesting, but it would be very difficult, I think, to guess those.
It tastes, I'm telling you, I just drank it right now. It tastes like a light whiskey. And that was what again? That was the barrel.
Just barrel rye. Right?
This one was the barrel whiskey finished in Pinot.
Pinot.
I don't even know what the heck that is.
Maybe a wine casks?
Pinot. Yep, something French showed up. Here we go. Is a regional aperitif of Western France made in whatever French words. It is a fortified wine made from either fresh, unfermented grape juice or a blend of lightly fermented. Which a bunch of French words, but so it's a fortified wine. That's what we're getting at.
What's fortified wine?
They you're gonna catch me lying. Here, let me just click this. It's a little hyperlink. It is a wine to which a distilled spirit, usually brandy, has been added. So they add it to the
Okay.
one. All
That
I
makes
know about the fortified wine and stuff is like when I drink them, they literally taste like molasses. They're very, very thick. You
Okay.
pour just a little bit. It's like a dessert. I if you I think majority of like I don't know wine drinkers or just I don't know normal drinkers wouldn't it's not for me.
I
Too
like
much.
wine. I don't think I've ever had a fortified wine.
It's
Does it
their
taste like a port, like a tawny port, like those like
port
thick,
is fortified.
sweet? Okay, okay, then all right, then I've had a. I guess if it's the same thing, I've had one.
But you got it. You realize there's like they got the port, they got the sherry, they got the Madeira. They have all these
Mhm.
different fortifieds, and they're all different. But it's the same
Okay,
concept. You know
okay,
how the
okay.
port was so thick? It's like you're drinking just grape jelly.
Well, they're like dessert wines, right? They're
Yeah,
usually. Well, you said aperitif. Okay.
and they're usually like 20% alcohol, which I guess
Okay.
is coming from whatever brandy or whatever the heck. Malort for Trev.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, Lord.
Hey, I did say it.
Now, somebody is going to have to tell me about these bonuses at some point.
Hey, does Trev, did Matt tell you what the bonuses were? He sent and I can text Matt right now if he doesn't remember or if he didn't
I don't
tell
know. You might
Trevor.
have popped back off, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he just popped in just to say hello.
Yeah, I know he was busy.
There were 2 bonuses. I drank one of the bonuses.
Right. I have 1 and 2. You said you drank 1, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
I drank one. No, he didn't. So hold on. Let me let's do that. Let me text Matt real quick and see if he even remembers. Because I think I remember what the first bonus was. And I think why I remember that is because one of the bottles in your flight, it matches too.
Is it the Michters? I knew they were going to send Michters, some sort of Michters. I had a feeling because
Yep.
they both know that I like that brand. And I actually did get that one right.
I'm pretty sure I'm fairly confident I know what the bonus one is. If you wanted to pour it.
Go for it.
In fact, I know what it is because I was talking crap about Michter's and Matt physically said, go grab this bottle and pour it right now.
But do you think our bonuses are the same?
We're about to find out. You're about to tell me.
Oh my gosh.
See if you can walk me into it. They've got to be, the bonuses have got to be the same because they're not part of the flight at all. They just wanted to send some extra bottles.
Was it Michter's 10-year?
10-year what?
Bourbon. It's not. It's rye.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It tastes really good.
I'm just trying to throw a wrench into things. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up, Gene? So Faderade said, who ended up winning? It was
Gatorade.
me.
I won. Of course I won. You knew I was going to win.
Rain A beat me by 2 points. I mean, if any of you have put money on me and Matt Madness, you just need to, like, there is no refunds, but you lost. You lost money. I'm sorry. Cheers, Donnie, you friggin' nerd. Of course. Faderade does it, of course.
He knew.
Are you
He
side
knew
by
in his heart I
siding?
was going to win. Huh?
Are you side by siding the bonus to the other Michters?
This is the Michter's barrel proof rye.
And you're side by siding it
Yeah.
to the bonus.
Not that they're necessarily going to taste the same, but I'm just curious.
I I'm pretty sure that's what it was. If it's not the 10-year-old rye, it's the 10-year-old bourbon. It's the 10-year though. The bonus A is a Michter's 10.
Whatever this is good. It has really great mouthfeel. Like you get some sweetness on it.
Are you getting any rye? Does it taste like a bourbon? Let me ask you that. Because I know what the Michter's 10 rye tastes like, and it doesn't taste like, it tastes almost like a double oaked or something.
To me, this does not taste like a rye. But I also didn't think that the barrel proof rye was a rye. I thought it was a bourbon. I don't know. They need to tell me. It tastes really good though.
Does it? Would you be confident though? And this is, I'm not trying to trick you at all. Would you be confident in saying this is bourbon? Or would you say this is a weird bourbon? Or would you say this is like, that's what a bourbon tastes like? I'm not trying to trick you at all.
I think if you asked me that, I think initially I would say it's a bourbon. Like initially I was like, oh, it's a bourbon. And if you asked me that, I would second guess myself and say, well, it could be something else. But
no, now I got in your head. You're right.
I don't know anymore.
No. I got A. He confirmed.
What is it? Which one is it?
You nailed it right on the head.
Bourbon or the rye?
It's Michter's 10 bourbon.
See,
you nailed it.
That's me beating you up.
I'm just saying, you thought I was getting in your head?
Because I first tasted, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is Michter's 10-year bourbon, because that is like my favorite bougie bourbon.
You can't let me get in your head. You nailed that. You freaking nailed that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you nailed it. Now, he did confirm to me the one I have, the bonus 2. He says, and we're about to figure, you're going to have to drink it too.
Okay.
Because he doesn't know. He says the other one, I have no idea. It's a pick that I did. It's a pick. And we're going to have to figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
And I say that because I just took a sip of it, and I think you and I can figure this out. Okay. I already think I might have an idea.
Hey, look. If you guys don't have your Glens,
hey!
Get your Glens.
Get your Glens, nerds. Yeah, he doesn't tell me what the second one is at all. I tasted it, and I might have an idea. At least of like a distillery. So I want to see what you think.
Are you getting like a fruity?
I'm getting high proof. Yeah, I would say fruity. Banana. I would almost say banana-y fruity, like greener banana. High proof.
I would say like banana runts. There's like a sugary. Okay.
Take a small sip of this. I think this sucker's hot.
Ooh. That's liquor. That's liquor. Like, oh my gosh.
Rain. What is liquor? That's what you drink. That's what you drink to get schlammered, huh?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Would you say, without knowing, because he didn't even tell me what it was. Do you think that's like a Old Forester barrel proof pick?
Oh, it could be. I could see that as a single barrel pick.
If it's not that, it would be the only other thing would be a Jack Daniel's pick. Like that to me, that is banana.
That makes more sense.
The Jack?
With the banana, the Jack.
It's one of those. I'm telling you right now. Like
It is so strong. It is so hot. I wish someone else could drink this.
The heat, though, that's the thing. The heat on that makes me think it's the Old Forester because those are aggressive.
It is, yeah, aggressive. That is a great word.
Those are like
a punch in the throat. Like,
hey, I know you like whiskey, but I'm here to hurt you. And then I'll like tickle your tongue with some good flavor, but you're going to be in pain.
I like smelling it.
Bananas all day, 132 proof.
It smells so good, but oh my gosh.
I don't know. When I smell it, it makes me think Old Forester. When I taste it, I'm getting like, 75% burn of like ethanol.
It smells really good though. But it really does pack a punch.
I do not want to persuade you. If you want to go Jack Daniels, let's do it. I think that might be Old Forester.
So I would prefer to go Old Forester only because it smells like bananas. Like I get that scent on it, but it just doesn't taste like any Jack Daniels I've ever had. I mean, then again.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm agreeing with you there. I think on the palate, it doesn't drink like a Jack Daniels. Like
it doesn't at all. Because that minerality, it doesn't have that.
It's when I say it's lighter on the palate, it's not the proof I'm talking about. It's like the flavor. Jack is heavy. It's dense. Yeah. It makes you feel like you almost bit on a little piece of like Tennessee wood with it. And that one, this doesn't really have that. It has the proof, and then it has this like freaking banana thing.
Yeah, I'm done drinking this one because I don't know if I'll be able to walk back to any other part of my house if I keep drinking it. It is.
Hey, your husband's not working. He can come get you.
I don't think he'll drink this. I do not. I think he'll take one taste and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Hey, on a total random side note, what does your husband drink?
So he leans more towards Scotch. So he likes Scotch. So if I buy Scotch, it's for him because I don't like Scotch. I saved some of the Michter's 10-year because he likes that one too. So I want him to have some of that one.
Don't tell him that's what it is and see if he likes it. Yeah,
well, he's watching. I can hear it.
Oh.
I can hear it in the house. He's watching. So he likes lower proof. So 95 to 105 is getting high for him.
Yeah.
So like if it stays in there, he likes good bourbons and rye and stuff like that. So he's pretty open.
I mean, I know he's watching, so now I'm going to sound like, how do I word this? I know he's watching. Does he drink what you give him? Or is he like, I'm going to drink my own thing and I'll drink what you give me? Or is it kind of like, hey, I'm going to drink with you?
No, he drinks what I give him, or if I make him a cocktail. So I'm like the bourbon nerd person, the whiskey nerd.
That's kind of where I was getting at.
Yeah, and then he's come along on the ride with me, if that makes sense.
All right. So okay, this leads me to another question. I wasn't expecting this many questions about this. You said he is into the Scotch, but you're not?
Yeah, so
how did he get into that? That's my question.
So when we first started like drinking bourbon, so like my first love bourbon is Four Roses. Yeah. And I got that and I was making cocktails with it and I was like, man, this tastes really good by itself. We started exploring a bit and I bought some different scotches because I was like, okay, whiskey is this huge umbrella. Let me try all of these. Alfonso definitely wears the pants. He 100% wears the pants. He just doesn't pour his drinks. So we decided to like try different things, Irish whiskey and Scotch. So his favorite Scotch is something called Dalwhinnie.
Yeah.
So he likes that, but we've had Classic Laddie and Octomore. I told you my box of Scotch got stolen when we moved.
Oh, you don't seem upset about that at all.
I don't care, but Port Charlotte. So he likes that whole smoky gasoline charcoal thing that goes on. I don't like it at all. Even
I know what you're talking about.
Smoke Wagon. I don't.
You don't like Smoke Wagon?
Mm-mm.
I will say I don't think they're smoky, but I think there's something about the whole aged in Nevada thing that definitely I think the heat changes things into that type of territory.
Whenever I see it, I buy it, especially the uncut one. But I bought some other bottles because he's shared it with friends and they absolutely love it. So I know that it's a good one. I just even that hint of smokiness, it doesn't. I can't drink it. Remember High West came out with like a campfire one? Couldn't drink that either.
Because it tastes like a goddamn campfire.
Yeah, the smokiness. I don't like it. So, but yeah, he tends to lean more into the Scotch arena without me, but he'll drink bourbons, ryes, Irish whiskey.
He's like the open. He's kind of like, to me, I don't know. I feel like Miss Wrench is definitely like, she likes to drink, but she doesn't like, it's kind of just whatever. This sounds weird, but it's like, it's kind of whatever I give her.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I'm like, hey, what do you want? I want a wine. Whatever wine I bring her is going to be sufficient. She's
right.
Like, oh, make me an old fashioned. Whatever old fashioned I make is like, oh, wow, this is so good. If she wants a bourbon, I'll bring her a bourbon. She's like, wow. It's just like, I'm just the alcohol distributor to her.
Well, she trusts you, right? You're exposing her to these different whiskeys and wines and like expanding her palate. And we're the same way, where I get like really excited about it. He's like, yeah, this is good. I like it. But is he going to read about it and watch videos and stuff? Not necessarily.
But do you do like, to me, I kind of know she's not going to like this. I'm just not even going to go there. So it's not like I go out of my way to be like, what would she like? But I'm like, she's going to like this. I'll give her that. And then she does.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm, exposing her to new things. It's not like, oh, hey, try this. It's a freaking peated Scotch surprise or whatever.
But even in the realm of what you think she'll enjoy, you expose her to things, but not necessarily taking her out into outer space or anything, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
we do the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, you like the alcohol, you bring me something you think I'll like, and I'm gonna drink it, and we'll have a good time. Mm-hmm. And me and you are over here like, oh yeah, that's so good. Look at those notes, and they're looking at me like,
where was it grown? How many years is it?
And they're like, can you just drink the glass?
No. No, I need to know. I need to know all of the facts. Tell me everything.
Where's it from? How old was it? What is this?
Right.
What's the master distiller? What's his birthday?
For every nerd, there is hopefully someone along to enjoy the ride with them, and thankfully, I got my person.
I had this comment up here, in Fly Fisher. I think when I say relatively new, he wasn't here when you were here last.
Oh, I've been a nerd.
Because he goes, is Rain A now a nerd since she is drinking with Trev?
I'm an OG nerd.
OG. She's OG nerd.
I'm an OG nerd.
I was going to say, Fly Fisher, that's what really puts it into perspective. Like, Fly Fisher's been here a while, but we've had this flight even longer.
Well, I'm trying to think. So I found you, and I told you this story before. I found you when my daughter went to, oh my gosh, when you go away for the Army, when you go, I can't think of what it's called right now. When you first
training.
Basic training. Oh my gosh. You're talking to me like when you're trying to speak Spanish, okay?
Rain's drunk.
So when she was away at basic training, and I was like boo-hooing, and I was trying to find things to occupy myself, and I ended up finding you. And that was a few years ago now.
That was a long time ago.
It's been 3 years, I think.
What, is she about ready to get out?
No, because she's in reserves. So she has, I think, she agreed to 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's, I think, halfway through.
But she's doing her thing, making money now.
Yeah.
When you first showed up, this fool's in there getting screamed at by drill sergeants.
Yep.
Nerd.
Yeah. She's her water specialist. Yeah.
She's a what?
A water specialist. I told you this before, and you were like, "I've never heard of that before."
I know. Like, even now, it's like I don't remember that. It's like so shocking that I just didn't even process it.
So her people, platoon, whatever, they make sure that everyone has clean water to drink, and then they also can fuel tanks and planes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many jobs in the military that it's like, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
I physically don't remember you telling me that.
It was after some sort of blind we had done. I don't remember. I don't think it was the first one, but we had a few drinks.
But still, it's crazy. Like, I'm a water specialist. That's like, you didn't even know that's in the military. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many jobs that you just don't know exist. Mm-hmm. It's like everyone thinks like you either shoot bad guys or you cook those guys' food. And there's like, or like I'm a mechanic.
Right.
There are so many other things that go on to make this machine run.
Yeah. Yeah.
That just no one knows about.
So like because of her training, she can go work in breweries.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I messed up.
She can go work in breweries. She's not 21 yet, though, so she has to wait till she's 21. So
by the time she's out, what is she doing now, though? Like,
she's in school.
I was going to say she's in school and stuff.
So she's in school, and she does that full time, and then she has her drill once a month, and then a couple weeks in the summer, and she's a young person running around doing her stuff. I don't know.
That's honestly the best way to do it. Honestly, like looking back, I don't know. I would say not for me, but for a lot of people, I think that's just like the greatest thing ever. Just go freaking join the reserves or something and go to school and like get ready to kill bad guys, but then still get to go to school and still go be a kid.
Oh yeah, we put so much pressure on her. We're like, zombie apocalypse happens. You're our go-to. You better make sure you're here to help us survive.
Hey, Kevin says Rain looks too young to have a daughter in the military.
It's the genes. I moisturize well.
Rain is fooling you. This is all a filter.
It is not.
Shut up, Raina. You're freaking beautiful and amazing, and I have to talk crap.
I do look young, though, which I'm very, very grateful for. It's because I don't go out in the sun, Kevin, so that's probably not a good thing.
What do you do to stay inside?
I wear hats. I wear those like old lady hats. You know, the big giant ones?
I know what you're talking about.
I wear
the big floppy hats.
Don't run into me in Disney. I have like this huge wide brimmed hat. Like, I don't want any.
So you're going to, what do you mean? I'm going to run into you. You're going to run into me with your stupid hat. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And it's you in your hat.
Yes, if
sorry,
I'm
I'm just
out
trying
in
to
the
get
sun, I'm
along.
wearing a giant hat.
Whatever.
Faderade, I agree with you. Like the campfire with, like, no hate to anybody who loved it, but it was so bad. Oh my
I
gosh.
don't speak. Like some people, I hate when people comment on videos and they're like, I hate when whiskey enthusiasts review things. I'm a dude who says what I like or don't like.
Right.
I'm not some freaking, voice of whiskey. I don't like the campfire. Does that
You
mean
don't like
you're going to
scotch
like it or
either.
not like it? No, but that bottle sucks to me.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It
But
tastes like ash.
you don't like scotch in general. I know that's not a scotch, but like that smoky.
It might as well.
Yeah.
It tastes like a peated. It tastes like campfire. They named that
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Like you should know. Like anyone who bought that bottle and got bamboozled, it's all on you. They literally said it. Campfire. It tastes like campfire.
I got to taste it. So I went to there's this great liquor store that's not right where I live now anymore, but it's a little bit south of me now. But they usually have tons of whiskeys and bourbons and lots of store picks, and they had a store pick for the campfire, so I got to taste it first,
A
and I was
pick
like,
of
oh
a
yeah, I'm not buying
campfire.
this. I'm never buying this.
Noah said, didn't they cancel Campfire? I don't know. Like I feel like I still see it. I don't know.
I know
Doesn't matter to me.
there was Yippee Kaye.
Yep.
I know that they don't make that one anymore.
I know what you're talking about. Part of me wants to say they brought that back or something.
Did they? Oh, okay.
I don't know. No. This is all. I know that they stopped doing the Yippee Ki-Yay. And I might be I might be confusing that with something else. But I thought that maybe it was the cat. I know they stopped that. And I know they brought something back under a different label. Maybe it's the campfire that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
I don't know. Something has been brought back under a different label, and everyone was like, "Oh, hey, it's back."
Okay.
Rendezvous. I don't know. I don't get their crap. I just know. Rain's gone. We kicked rain. The Boo Rye? Was that what it is, Andrew? What's up, Brent? I like that approach. Not everyone has the same taste with their drink choice. And that's my thing. Like I don't want to like talk crap about something so much to where I'm like, I hate this. And then because I know someone might like it.
Oh yeah, I could totally see, like, if someone really likes so to me, Port Charlotte Scotch, it's a Scotch called Port Charlotte.
I like that one, honestly.
To me, that one is very smoky, charcoaly to me. So I could totally see if someone really likes that kind of Scotch, they might like the campfire. They do not taste the same. They have similar properties to me.
I would say you can tell whatever they did with like the Port Charlotte, they did with this one. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can tell that the peat is there.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew Kelly says they brought back the bull rye.
That's what I saw him say that, and I was like, is that what it was? There was something that they were like, hey, this is it. And then like 6 months later, it came back under a different label. They're like, hey, it's back.
Okay.
So I don't remember what that was. I don't have many of their stuff. I have all like the midwinters and stuff, and I have some of like the finished bourbon, but I don't have the Boo Rye. Definitely don't have the Campfire.
I have, I think, one or two picks, but they're finished. Like a Pedro Jimenez, I
Yep.
think, and something that Mash and Journey did at some point. But that's it. The ones I've tried, just like they're normal, ones that you can get in the store. It didn't really draw me in too much.
I
And
think
it's so hard because there's so many things to pick from. It's like if you don't love something, you kind of move on to
especially like if you try a brand that you've never tried before, you would think whatever bottle I try, that's kind of the theme that they, I wasn't crazy about this one. So what makes me think that I'm going to love this one up the line?
Right.
So it's kind of like you get one bad one, or I wouldn't even say bad, but just one that doesn't do it for you.
Right.
It's kind of like, well, shoot, there's so many other things that I got to try. Why would I spend $30 extra for this other bottle of theirs?
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
I
And
feel
it's
that.
because I'm that person who's like, I want to try everything. So if something doesn't call to me and I just don't really vibe with it, I sort of move on unless I know someone there like, you really need to try this. It's really good. So then I might go back and try it.
I think it's more so like this environment that we're in now, like just the market. There's so many things now, like so many good things showing up that it's just so saturated that it's like you don't even know what to go and get,
Well, that's why I was telling you, I've been on a low no buy. Like I'm very intentional about what I buy because it got so overwhelming. There were always new things coming out, new brands opening up that you've never heard of, and like try our stuff, and then store picks, and it just, to me, it got overwhelming. So I was like, I have to take a break and then just really pick things that I think I'm going to enjoy.
And I feel like even now it's like every month, every day it just gets worse. It's like it's more.
Yeah.
Like every time you go to the store, it's like, what the heck is that? Like I've never even, what is that?
Never heard of that. Who are you? I wouldn't try it.
And it's a whole lineup. It's like small batch, single batch. And I'm like, I've never even heard of this brand. What is this? And it's like, do I want to buy that though? That's like $40, $60, $80 each for those bottles. Like, I don't know.
And then the hard part is like, I think some of it is people and companies capitalizing off like the bourbon craze, the whiskey craze, and so that can be a little difficult to navigate. Like, okay, do they really care about what they're putting out? Like, is this quality? Should I buy it? So I got overwhelmed.
I think it's just like, I was never into beer, but I've talked to beer people and they said like the beer market, everyone and their mom was doing something. And it was so saturated with this same thing over and over and over in a different bottle or a different can. And it's like, I feel like whiskey's getting that way. It's like you'll see a new brand pop up and it makes me think, is that just another one of that bottle that I already own?
Yep.
The same liquid in this other glass.
Right.
So am I just going to buy the same thing again in a different glass?
Right.
I don't know. I think it's getting too much.
Well, that's why I decided to just, like, Alfonso and I, my husband and I were talking, and like just be really intentional. Like, okay, we have a lot that we have to enjoy. Like, let's really enjoy what we have now without adding more to it. And and then always be thinking about what's the next thing. Like, let's really enjoy what we have right now in our home.
What's up, Anthony? Good to see you, man. Trev, Rocktown single barrel cast strength or bottled in bond? The cast strength, bro. They're both really good, not gonna lie. I like them both. I think I have less in my bottle than Bond, if that tells you anything. But maybe I just like drinking a little lower proof stuff just to slam it. So maybe that's why it's lower. Both good. My grocery store has at least 30 hazy IPA beers. It's the same thing with bourbon. I think now it's like half the shelf is just an MGP sourced brand. It's like, hey, I have this cool sticker in Story. I also got my barrel from MGP. And then the bottle right next to it is the same thing. That bottle is something. That bottle's the same thing. It's like no one is original. Or like there's just so many people putting their foot in the door with the same foot everyone else has put in the door. How are you going to step through the door? You got to give me something else.
Right. And it's, that, again, like you said, you could probably take 4 of those bottles and they all taste pretty similar, It's not like, I'm sure whoever picked it loved it and wanted to put it out. And yet, as a consumer, they all taste really similar and kind of the same.
Yep. It's like, we're not trying to take away from that.
Right.
But like the bottle right next to the bottle on either side of you on the shelf is someone else that they just did it before you.
Right.
I know them because I was introduced to them before you.
Yep.
And you're all 3 the same.
Right.
So, it's like, I'm not saying you're bad. I don't have the draw. You're not hooking me to buy your stuff.
Right. Right.
I mean, I think that'll eventually, I say, I hope, I don't know. I don't know what the future of bourbon looks like. I think the more saturated it gets, the more decline you'll see it become. It's just
decline
like the beer.
In quality?
No, I think the decline in popularity.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're someone who's like getting into bourbon or something, I mean, look at, I think the craft beer is the perfect like side by side comparison.
Mm-hmm.
It got oversaturated. There's this huge craft beer bubble, and then it popped, and then it's just kind of now. I wouldn't say it's by the wayside. I still think they're still ridiculously popular, but it just kind of falls out of fashion a little bit. And
I mean, I think you have those big names, right? Or, the more popular ones that have kind of stayed the course and been able to push through the bubble popping.
yeah,
right? And they have that loyal fan base that's kept them going. And maybe it'll be the same way with bourbon.
well, I think a lot of the things that you see pop up, give it a year, 2 years, maybe, and you just won't see them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna be like, hey, like they didn't stick. It's go do something else.
So if that happens, I wonder, because Fader just asked, is that good or bad for everyone? And it's like, I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either. Because everyone wants to do the analogy of like, look how popular bourbon is. Look, there's lines, there's people selling their soul. And it's like, people want hope that one day some of this stuff will be easier to get.
I want to see Pappy on the shelf again. Like
yeah, I don't think so, but I think all I can speculate is I think the more and more that we see the market get saturated, I think the better for that kind of outcome. I don't think that will ever be the case again, but I think there's this person who wants to have hope that things are going to be easier. And then there's people like, I think the more saturated it gets, the more easier. I wouldn't even say that. I just don't think it will get worse.
I think some bourbons and whiskeys have made such a name for themselves that they are going to stay popular no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And people are going to go after them.
Money.
Right.
Why are they popular? Because I can I can win a bottle for $200 and I can make $3,000 for it. It's going to be popular for the rest of time.
Right. Right. So like, will we ever see, just Blanton's sitting on the shelf on the bottom, middle shelf, whatever it was, just everywhere? Maybe if they make more of it, I don't know, but a
stuff like that,
or
stuff like that though, you got to think like Buffalo Trace, they are building like
crazy,
ridiculous amounts of rick houses.
Yeah.
I think if you fast forward 12 years from now, because you got to build the rick house and then you got to let it age. Maybe the boom is going to come and go. And then now you're going to have an overabundance of the same crap that people are chasing in terms of Blanton's, E.H. Taylor, Weller, the crap that's not good. I mean, it's good, but it shouldn't be allocated. Crap like that, I feel like you'll see on the shelf again one of these days.
But what's going to happen is when we do see it on the shelf, the people who were around before are going to be like, it's not as good as it used to be.
It's the same thing as everything.
The quality's not as good.
Well, you see, back in 2023, Blanton's was amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
It's really interesting to watch the growth and the expansion. I personally have just decided not to get too caught up in riding the wave, of just this whole thing.
Yeah, to me, I'm so far as like, I don't even really hunt. Like, I don't hunt whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm just like, at this point, I don't freaking care. The only reason I care is because if I get one, I can make a video on it for the channel.
Right.
But me as a human being who likes to drink alcohol, I don't want that crap. I don't care to like go waste. I value my time off. You think I'm going to go spend my entire Saturday like chasing down Blanton's? Like, I could just be spending time with, my family or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've kind of gotten past all that. And I know there's so many new people coming in that are like, I need to chase. But I think it all comes with time. They're going to learn their own lesson.
Yeah, but enjoy it. The chase is fun. When
it's
fun, it's fun. So enjoy it.
But look how long you and I have done it,
Right. And then at some point you're like, I'm sleeping in. I'm not doing this.
And I'm sure there's some people in here who've been doing this for
even longer
than us, but still it's like, I've had my fun and like I've had my fun chasing and then I've drank it. And then it's like, dang, like I sat in line all day for that. Like, dang, whatever, I'll see you at the next one.
Give me a bottle of Woodford double oaked, like you know what I mean? Good. Like, I'm fine. Like that, I can go find that in Walgreens, and that's totally fine for me. Unless something falls into my lap.
That's especially I feel like once you've tried certain things that you've been hunting and then you realize like, I liked that, but did I like it more than something that I could go buy 10 of them right now?
Right.
And look how much happier I would be with that.
Yeah.
Just kind of, I don't know. That's the way I've been viewing it. Is like, I mean, the entire top shelf. I don't drink that crap, and guess how much time I've spent getting it. It's like,
right.
I don't drink it. Like, I don't even want to drink it,
And then there's like, you buy things and they were so hard to get, you almost want to nurse them. So because you're like, I'm not going to
Yep.
get this again. And so it's almost like you can't enjoy it freely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's just like a little trophy of like a, days of good. Like, oh, look at that. This is how cool I used to be. Look at that half empty bottle of Weller 12 year. Like, you can't get that, but I got one. Look at that. It's like, did you really even enjoy it that much when you had it, Dad? What you talk about?
No, I was telling you that Weller 12 I had, I think that was one of my first purchases through the vault, which we have here in Florida. I don't think it's in any other state. I don't know, but I think that was one of the first allocated bottles I got, and I didn't open it for like 2 years because I was like, I'm never gonna get this again. And it's like a normal bottle of bourbon, you know.
It's just it's the same thing with anything else though. Like, look at some sort of fashion shoes or purse or whatever. It's like it's the same material. It's probably made in the same goddamn factory. But it's like, oh, well, this one's got this logo and that one's got that one,
Yeah. Like they do that a lot with makeup, which, I enjoy makeup too. And they'll have the really high-end luxury stuff and then the like drugstore stuff, and it comes out of the same factory. Right. And they're using primarily the same ingredients, but one goes one place and one goes the other place.
I mean, I'm no expert, but it doesn't take a genius to just walk into Walmart, go to any medicine section.
Mm-hmm.
You got the name brand, and then right next to it is a brand that says, I don't know how they word it, but oh, it's right here. Here we go. I got one right next to me. This is the perfect example. Compare the active ingredient in Halls.
Right.
It's an off-brand that literally throws the Halls trademark on their brand. It's the same. It's made in the same place.
Yeah.
How else do they get the registered Halls brand thing plastered on the Equate label? And it's half off? It's the same crap. I feel like, think about it, bourbon the same way,
You have a request in the chat.
Trevor, say, whoop, Easton, it's time to go to bed. It's past your bedtime.
More dad in it, like more like.
No. If you just speak straight, like, Easton, listen, man. Sleep, it gets you jacked. It gets you so many chicks. You go to sleep, get good sleep tonight, you get good sleep Saturday, you get good sleep Sunday, you're going to wake up Monday, and that girl you've been crushing over,
Easton's probably like 3. I don't know, but.
Easton, do you want that toy that you've always... If you go to bed, your dad is going to buy it for you.
Wise guy Stu will buy that toy.
I know, Stu. He's Easton, go to bed. No, I know. Easton, when Stu was down on my stream, Easton was showing up. That's who it was.
Oh, was that last weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not 3. He's like probably 10 or something.
He's got a girlfriend.
Okay.
And that girl wants Easton well rested. Is Rain training for madness?
No. I don't have the discipline for stuff like that.
You think you beat me and I've been training.
I mean, they say that women have better taste buds, like more, or is it like sense of smell? I don't know, something.
I would agree. Miss Wrench, like back when she was in the, in the stage of trying to impress me, she would always be like, go pour me a bourbon. Nowadays, that's long gone. She can't even smell it. But back in the day, I could bring her a pour from here, and she could name, maybe not the bottle, but she would be like, oh, that's Four Roses. That's Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Like, she would know who made it.
Right.
I don't know how. I guess she could pick up on, well, he told me that's Knob Creek or that's whatever, and now I'm smelling that it's Knob Creek.
She needs to be your phone a friend.
No. Not anymore. Nope. She is. I can't even I hand her like an 80 proof whiskey and she's like, oh my God, what is that? That's so hot. It's like, it's 80 proof. It's Buffalo Trace.
Did they ever tell us what that last bonus was? No, right?
Let's see. Yep, he did. Second one is Mare Pingree Single Barrel MGP.
Okay. We completely got that wrong.
I don't even remember what we said it was.
We said Old Forester single barrel.
Oh, I did write it down. It blended in with my answer. Old Forester Barrel Proof. That's Mare Pingree?
I don't think I've ever had any of their stuff before.
Well, it could be. It still has a fruity banana characteristic to me. I'm just going to go ahead and say we nailed that one.
I think so.
He was probably wrong. Trev, you might be overthinking what you're drinking. I think I am.
You should just say whatever comes into your mind first.
Just stick with it.
Just.
Also, Rain, the kid is 6.
Oh.
So he's got girlfriends, though. He's probably like, hey, you want me to show you how to tie your shoes? And they're like, sure.
Yeah, because like 6 is like first grade. Yeah.
A fiance who won't drink your whiskey or give you grief about you purchasing, that's a keeper. Yeah. She went from drinking my whiskey to now not questioning what I bring home. Let me ask you this, and then we're going to wrap it up. Because I'm getting kind of slammered.
Oh, I stopped drinking. I can't. Well, after that hot Mayor Pingree, whatever.
Yep.
Thinking that.
Rain's done. Let me ask you one last question, and we'll wrap it up. You say that you are the alcohol person, right?
Yeah.
Does he, aside from when y'all were moving, does he question what you bring? What you buy?
Not really. I'm trying to think.
Let me tack another question on to that because it's part of what I did. So does he question that, or do you get like when you get something for you, do you get something for him, or are there times where like, hey, I think he would like this, let me buy that and add it to, you know what I'm saying? Like when I go to the liquor store, I'll go and buy me a brand new bottle of bourbon on a Thursday, but then I'm like, hey, I'm going to stock up on some wine for Miss Wrench. And then when I come home and I'm like, hey, look what I got. Me a bottle of bourbon, just boop, real quick. Hey, here's the wine I got you. And then she's like, oh my God, you got me wine. So it's kind of like I'm going to deceive you.
No, because he so typically if I'm going to a store, we're going together.
Okay.
So we'll go together and shop around and, like, oh, I really want this or I want that or I don't want anything. So he'll pick out things he likes. And just buying stuff, because I've bought stuff online and things like that, not real. Like, I'll show him what I got. And typically I'll open it whenever I open a pour. It's like, oh, remember we got this the other day. He's just happy to be along for the ride. He's just like, he enjoys that. Okay. I have hobbies.
He's like, sure, yeah, I'll drink that.
Trevor, I have someone I want you to say hi to and meet because you've heard so much about her. This is my daughter, Ariana. This is my army girl.
Hello, nice to meet you.
The army nerd.
Yes.
Yeah. Do push-ups.
You said do push-ups?
Yep.
Only if are you going to do
many?
It?
What do you mean how many? Until I get tired.
This is army regs. T push-up. Oh, I'm not in the camera. T push-up.
You want to do some push-ups?
We could. You want to do a challenge? Push-up challenge? Okay, wait. If I get more push-ups than you send her like a really expensive bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
I'll do it.
Yes.
I'll do it. What do you mean he's being for real? What do you...
Well, actually, I went to LA yesterday. I'm kind of sore.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, me too. I was there too.
Oh man, we're doing this.
Okay, wait. How?
Just try to move it over here.
All right, hold on. How do I do this?
That escalated quickly.
Hey, well, if we're gonna do this for real though, like I gotta go pee.
Oh.
You have to eat?
You have to go pee.
Oh, pee.
I have to hit the latrine.
Latrine? Okay, I got you. Roger.
Roger that, Sarge.
I'm trying to. Okay, hold on.
All right, I'll go this way.
I'm just trying to make sure the camera is so they can count. Make sure you're not cheating.
Dang, yeah. I'm be sore. All right, I mean, I'm already sore.
What's a really expensive bottle? I don't know, Truman. I really don't know.
So you asked for it. I did for real.
Oh my goodness, the hoodie is coming off, you guys. You can't see it, but the hoodie is coming off. You have young energy compared to him, so.
Okay.
So hopefully you.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
I'm all healed.
Okay, she took off her hoodie, so I hope you're ready.
Do I need to take off my hoodie too?
I just wanted it for the chest stuff to count. Or what are we doing? We're just doing regular, or we're doing tea?
Well,
regular or tea? What'd you say?
It's whatever she wants to do.
Okay, release.
Release?
Yeah.
All right.
What is
so?
release?
What are you doing? Are you doing until who stops, or?
I guess.
Maybe we should just know, because there's no way we could go 1-to-1. You just gotta count yourself.
Okay. So then you set a timer for like.
Set a timer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna set a timer for a minute, and whoever does the most wins.
Oh, so it's who does the most in a minute, huh?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Timer. Okay.
This is how we did it back in my day, you army nerd. You get drunk before a PT test, you're done. We could crush anything.
As far as I know, they don't. They don't do it that way. But I'm mom, so who knows? All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, ready, set, go.
How you going, nerd?
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Come on, chest to ground, Trevor. 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Oh my goodness. Here.
All right, well, that was fun either way.
I don't think anyone was expecting that for your grand finale.
Hold on. Let's see if this works. It's the guy.
Holy shit.
It's the guy who sent us the flight.
Holy
Yes. How'd you like that? How'd you like the little mini workout at the end? You're breaking up.
Matt, he looks like he's in a prison.
He looks happy though.
I didn't. Yeah, he looks so happy. I didn't think they allowed phones in prison, Matt.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Sorry.
Faderade, I agree. Lots of no reps because Trev was not there. That was not chest to ground.
Oh wait, yeah, I was doing. Were you doing this? Because I see people in the comments saying you weren't.
You don't have to do that. What
Can
is
you hear
that
me
kind of
now?
army thing? You got to
That's
go
what I
90
said,
degrees.
push-up. This is the ACFT. This is how we do push-ups for the new PT test. We
Yeah,
don't
that's
do
a
it
new
like-
army. That's soft. We're not in war
No, that's what I
anymore.
said though. I told you. I told you.
We had to clarify. I didn't know what that meant.
I did. I swear I did.
She said it. He has selective hearing though when it's going to be tough.
I understand.
I'm not gonna lie. 42 is like the minimum push-ups to pass. I did 42 as fast as possible, and like I felt like I couldn't do another 5.
Yeah.
I'm straight dead right now.
That last 10 seconds, I was like, I don't think they're going to do anymore.
Yeah, no, I had a full-on stop. I was like, oh man.
I hit my max, and I turned to look, and this fool's over there still doing. I was like, oh God, like, are you still going?
Well,
What?
at least we got
was
to entertain
legit Trev
people.
cheated? I didn't cheat.
Truman, he did not have chest to ground. I saw the space under there.
I'm going to tell you right now. Chest to ground, that's only basic training. You got to get 45. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
It
Well, now
states your
it's
shoulders.
Yeah, now it's a
Healthy.
max to get 100. I'm pretty sure it's 60. At least for like my age group, 18 to 21 is 60 for males, but for females, it might only be 50. I'm not sure.
And how many did you get? And I totally just got 60.
No, I did what 28.
Yeah.
I'm not. My push-ups aren't that good. The other stuff is like I'm better. Like deadlift, I max the deadlift.
See, we didn't do deadlift when I was in. Like deadlift, that crap wasn't a thing.
Yeah. Honestly,
What about that hang thing you have to do?
Oh yeah, it was leg tucks. It was like.
I know what you're talking about. We did it like in basic training all the time. Did you hold it?
Yeah. So I actually, yeah, and then you like relax your legs, take a pause, and then you have to bring your knees back up. I actually
Yeah.
like that one, but they just now replaced it with a plank. To max a plank, you have to do like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That is way worse. The leg tucks were so easy. I don't know why they changed it.
So you're telling me you were doing leg, I don't even know what to call that. Leg,
Leg tuck.
you had to do that for reps
Mhm.
as part of the
Only
PFT.
5. Like the minimum was no, maybe the minimum was like 2 or 3.
But that was in the PFT?
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was what we did all through basic and AIT. But now that I'm like in my actual unit, I've been in for like almost 3 years now. They just changed it like 2 months ago.
That's interesting. We did those all the time, but that it wasn't like great. That was just what we did for workout.
Really, you did that like that whole motion?
Yes, like we'd go to the pull-up bar, and one of the things we would do was that stupid freaking leg tuck, and it was just to work out.
That's weird. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. And that's why I'm equally as confused that that was a PFT movement.
Yeah. Honestly, like I like the way that they changed the ACFT. Like, and a lot of people made fun of it, like, oh, that the sprint drag carry when you're carrying kettlebells. Oh, is that supposed to simulate me carrying water? But it's like, yeah, like technically that's exactly what it's for. Like, I don't see a problem with that. But I think now they're just making like too many changes to it.
Did you say you did like a, what was that, the drag?
Yeah, so sprint, so it's deadlift, ball throw, sprint, drag carry, 2
What are
mile
you
runs. They still
dragging?
have that. So it's 60-pound like plates, like stacked together, and then you're dragging that like 50 meters there, 50 meters back, and then sprint, and then you're doing laterals. So like just like the football thing, down and
Yeah.
back, and then sprint, and then the kettlebell carry down and back, and sprint back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a lot of this is because of just transitioning out of like wartime into whatever the heck we are right now. Because I don't think a lot of it really, like, none of it truly prepares you for anything. I would say maybe the drag. I think they should incorporate more like, hey, can you drag a human weighted thing across the ground?
Yeah, definitely. Because like the only time we practice like dragging each other would be if we're doing CLS. So like, you know, like the medical training. So
Oh yeah, I had to do all
yeah,
that.
no, I definitely get what you mean.
Well, you went in during COVID too, so like I know some things were changed for her because of COVID.
Yeah, I'm sure it was even weirder then.
It was weird, but like I'm definitely lucky that I didn't get stuck there like a lot of people did, like right when COVID happened. Like I was.
Were you like in basic training for COVID?
No. So I was gonna ship out. So it was my senior year. I was gonna ship out in August. So like when COVID was already like going on for the first year, but they actually made me wait until November. So that was the only like bad thing that happened to me. And then we had to do a yellow phase. So that was like 2 weeks that we just like had mask on the whole time and just didn't exercise at all. And then we came back home for VBL. So then we had to do another week of yellow week. And then same thing for AIT. You do like yellow phase, like just wear a mask the whole time.
I couldn't imagine.
It really wasn't that bad.
I know to you it probably wasn't that bad. I guess to the people who went through what they went through before, I'm like, if you try to put a freaking mask on me while I'm trying to do this crap.
Yeah, no, definitely. I couldn't imagine. Like, I mean, and obviously, like when we got there for basic, they did still smoke us when we first got to our base, but not so bad, you know, because they still wanted us to like keep our mask on. But
Trev was in the Air Force, right? Faderade. Pretty sure Trev was in the National Guard.
Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard. Hey, we like to give each other crap.
yeah, if you can carry 300-pound sandbag, you can carry anything. Yeah, no, Marines are funny. They're funny, but they're definitely. I think a lot of people like just talk crap about Marines, but I think Marines are pretty cool. They're pretty tough. They fist fight each other. They wrestle each other. Army people are doing that.
You know what I think it is? I think them fools are brainwashed. They are so hardcore, but like so dumb about it. I'm like, you are like a robot.
Yeah.
Like you will kill me. You will destroy me. But I also don't think you know why you're gonna kill me. They're just gonna do it.
Old age versus new age army. We losing to Russia. Wise guy, come on. You gotta keep some hope. That's me you're talking to. I'm gonna be out there. I need you to have some hope in me.
Hey, she's gonna be on the front lines, and I'm gonna be right next to her, just in like my kit.
Well, I'm water treatment, so I'm gonna be back there cleaning the water.
No.
So we can keep drinking water.
Nope.
I'm not gonna be that close.
World War III, baby. You on the front line with me. Everyone who can pull the trigger, let's go.
If I can take my
shoot and hope you don't die soon. You will die, but how fast is up to you.
Oh my gosh. You did the gas chamber. We actually have her video. Faderade. Actually,
I have mine too.
You've done your video before too. So we've done
I've shown it on a Patreon stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. The gas chamber, honestly, it is not bad at all. Like our drill sergeants were telling us, oh, we had to go in there and recite the whole soldier's creed. And all they made us go in there and do was like, okay, like obviously, like seal your mask. And then they're just like, but they didn't even make us take off our mask until we had to leave. They didn't make us do jumping jacks. They didn't make us do any of that. And then but when we're walking out, they're like, okay, take off your mask so that we just feel it for a little bit. But like my nose was only running, like people are crying. Only a couple people were like coughing, but it really wasn't that bad compared to like what I've heard.
Where was that comment at? Oh, it's still up. The old age versus new age army. We losing to Russia.
Yeah. No,
Hey.
but he said he's gonna be our sniper. So I think he's on our side now.
Stu is definitely on our side. Are you kidding me? About your gas chamber?
No, I'm being so for real. And thank you, by the way, Jake.
We went in there, and I don't know if they had you do this, where like you walked in with your gas mask on.
Mm-hmm.
They had us they kind of made us break the seal, so like it would kind of get in there, and then they would make us reseal. So I'm already kind of like suffering.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, okay, you feel that? Take your mask off. So we all took our mask off, and then they just sat us there, and everyone was like holding their breath, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna sit here until every one of you are coughing.
Oh,
And then as soon as that happened, they made us recite the infantryman's creed, which is like 3 times as long as the soldier's creed. And we're already coughing. So it takes like 5 minutes to recite this stupid thing.
Yeah.
And then they have us run out. So I'm talking snot just flowing out. Like my eyeballs felt like they were coming out of my head.
Really? No,
It
like
was terrible.
they might have made us like break the seal and reseal, but it wasn't even so significant that I would remember. I just remember like walking out at the end where they tell us like to literally take it off, and then you go through like the plastic curtains.
Did they make you like flap your arms?
Yeah.
They were like,
I
hey,
walked
walk
out.
and flap your arms.
Mhm.
Were you like looking straight? Like when I was doing that, like in my video, you see me like I'm just spitting crap on the ground, and I walk by the camera, and it looks like someone like stabbed my eyeballs.
Oh
I mean,
God.
I was like, my tears
No,
are
like I
flowing
think I
out of
was
my face.
fine. I would have to go back and watch it. I think I was fine. I think I'm laughing in my video because I'm walking past like one of my drill sergeants, and he's like, oh, why is your nose running? Or like, why are you crying? Like something like that, like just to make you laugh. And like that was it. Like it really wasn't that bad.
God dang you. I would pay any amount. I would send all my bourbon to your mom to send you to my basic with me. After going through what you did.
Wait, so where was yours?
I was at Fort Benning.
Ooh, Fort Benning. I mean, obviously, like you hear crazy things about Fort Benning and Fort. Gosh, what's the other one? Fort Benning and Fort Knox.
Where were you at?
Oh, not Fort Knox.
Fort Knox is like the place with the gold.
Where were you at? Sill
I
or
was Fort
Leonard
Jackson.
Wood?
Fort Jackson.
Jackson, relaxing Jackson. That's what we've heard. You just straight chilling over there.
Yeah, no, it really wasn't.
They do not want their water specialists stressed out.
Well, no, for Virginia, Fort Lee, that's where I did my training. But for Jackson, like, yeah, I mean, it's just everybody knows that it's just not gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I don't think everyone needs that amount of stress though. Like, I feel like
Or bending, that's what it is.
I feel like I can talk crap, be like, oh yeah, ours was so hard. But I was like, looking back on all things, I feel like mine needed to be harder than yours, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yours, I'm not saying yours was easy.
Yeah.
It needs to be a kick in the butt for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I think some people's though needs to be like, hey, you're getting into some crap, and we need to put you through some stuff that we don't necessarily need to have these other fools go through.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
You know
I
what I'm
totally
saying?
agree. Like that totally makes sense because even for like what is it, MPs and medics, I'm pretty sure they all go to like those 2 or 3 select basics, and like it just makes sense to do it like that.
Yeah, they need to. It's like you're going to be exposed to some stuff that other people won't. And if we just like, I don't know, you didn't take your gas mask off, what happens then?
Yeah. I mean,
What's
it's just
that?
kind of obviously we should all be at the same standard, but you know, some people just are supposed to deal with more. Some people should like be, I don't know how to word it.
All right, you ready, Rain?
Yeah.
I was going to say, Jake McKee said, if we keep Trev chatting about the military, this will be a 5-hour stream. I will literally go all night. So
I agree with that. I do have water, but I'm not trying to stay up all night.
Me neither. I never am. And then like 6 hours later, I'm like, God dang you guys, how did we get here? Well, Rain, whatever.
So I beat him, just so you know, I did beat him in the blind flight that we did
Oh, really?
earlier today. I just want to make that clear
For
and
which
repeat
ones?
that for everybody.
She
Is
beat
this one
me in
you
the
did?
majority of them.
No, that's other stuff. It was these.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I was, what is it? Me and my dad were watching, and I was like, oh, they're such whiskey nerds. I'm like, they're naming distilleries and talking about the taste and the smell, and I don't think any of it smells good. It all smells terrible. Wine
You'll
smells
get there. You'll get there one of these days.
We'll see. On my 21st, we'll see.
A few bad formations in the military, you'll be coming home and drinking this. Don't worry.
Yeah, when I'm an officer, probably.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. When you're an officer and the freaking commander comes up to you and's reaming you because some stupid young idiot did something stupid and you're in trouble for it, yeah, you're going to come home, drink this, and then you're going to become the bad guy. You're going to be like, listen here, you idiots. You got me in trouble.
I mean, you gotta let them know. Like, if you guys are gonna do stupid stuff, just don't get caught. Like, or don't blame them.
That's young thinking. You are on the path to be a whiskey drinker.
I don't know. I've tried to have her taste some stuff, and she's doesn't like it. So we'll see.
Nah, Moscow Mule. Call it good. Well, Rain, it was a pleasure losing to you again.
Yeah.
Whatever. You see why it took me a year to get you back on here?
I know. It'll be another year before I come back on here because you'll be so scared.
She's 2-0 versus Trev.
It's good.
I mean, are you shocked? No.
I kind of knew this going in, but whatever. seriously though, thanks for coming back on. It's good to see you again and good to talk to you.
I know. I'm so glad I got to hang out with you again.
It's good to meet the. I've heard so much about this nerd up here.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to meet you too. I've also heard a lot about you. I've heard your voice a lot on the TV too.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's cool though.
It's weird. I would never have admitted that, but it's cool.
What? I watch your videos.
Yeah, you're just liked.
I'm just messing with her. She
watch your video. You know those likes you get on your videos? Some of those are mine.
She probably beat me in push-ups. I just want to talk crap. Come on.
Look, like mother, like daughter. So I just wouldn't challenge her to too many things. I'm just saying.
Let me be a sore loser, okay? See you in the sit-up contest, nerd.
Oh, sit-ups, I got that.
Deadlift.
Deadlift, that's fine too. Let me work on mine a little bit. I haven't been deadlifting in a minute.
I'm about to send Rain a video tomorrow, me deadlifting. You better
beat
it.
And then the next day he'll be like on social media. I can't move. My
legs
I'll
be in bed. I can't get out of bed.
Do you know what your max is though?
At one point in time, right now, no idea. My max ever deadlift was 485.
Gosh, that's like twice as much as mine. Like I think I've only done like 230, 240.
I would probably not move from bed if I did deadlift at 240 tomorrow.
Dang. No, I think you have to have that muscle memory in you. It has to.
Look at her. She's like, yeah, please go do it so you don't move for like 3 days.
Trying to hype you up, give you some, not make you feel so bad.
I can't do that anymore. I can't squat anymore. I can't deadlift anymore. All right. Seriously, I freaking love you guys. I love you, Rain. Not so much the Army nerd because she beat me in deadlifts. Rain, or deadlifts, push-ups, or whatever. Rain, I knew you were going to come in and destroy me. I went easy. I'll do better next time.
This is why we're best frenemies. Because you want to be best friends, but you just, you get mad because I always beat you.
I don't get mad. I'm just sad, All right, guys.
Thank you for everyone in the chat. I really appreciate all the support. You guys were really funny and kept it going too.
Yeah, thank you so much to everyone that's being nice to me too, saying thank you for your service. I really appreciate that. And I always tell people I have not done anything. When I become an officer, I'll feel like better about taking that compliment. But
after she smoked her first private that's just like has no idea what he's doing, and she walks by and it's like, hey, do push-ups, idiot.
No, but you can't call them idiot. You just have to say soldier and just like glare at them. Hey, soldier. Like that's what my commander does to us, but he does it in a funny way.
Did you last thing? No, here, let's wrap it up. I have to ask you something offline.
So we would be on here until midnight. Nope, he's gonna say one more question.
We're ending it. I love you guys.
All right, bye.